y'all.
Welcome back to another episode of Cheers to Health. Of course, you got to have me, Brian, that fucking bad man Torres. And I've got AJ Tomlinson with me today. And we kicked Omar's punk ass to the curb. And we got Adam Baker in the house. So welcome out, Adam Baker. And welcome back to another episode of Cheers to Health. Omar's not here at the moment. He had some fucking excuse about, I don't really know what he was doing. Nor do I care, okay? But hopefully he'll join us here in a little bit. So, AJ, you want to start us off on what we're going to go over? Start off. Let's see what we're going to start with, AJ. This is AJ? Oh, my guy's got fucking... he froze up on us, ladies and gents.
Today, we're going to go over, just like a variety of things like we always do. Kind of just bounce around a little bit.
Okay, he's kind of locking up on us, folks, which is okay, all right? So today we're going to go over a few things. I know something I want to touch base on. This week has been a hot week here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Guthrie High School football was under the lights for some controversial stuff, which is something I would like to discuss here on the podcast today.
Guilty.
Not guilty, okay? Not guilty.
Allegedly.
They were doing some alleged stuff, which it was nothing. No rules were broken. End of the day, no rules were broken. So Guthrie will be going to the state championship this Saturday in Edmond, Oklahoma at the UCO Stadium. So shout out to the Guthrie Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Let's go Blue Jays. They're the underdogs, but you know what? That's okay. It's okay. Underdogs came to play.
Yeah, for sure. I think 2012 was the last time Guthrie won state. It might have been a couple years before that too.
Well, I think it was 2011.
2011. Okay.
Well, no. 2010 was probably the last time. If the reason I don't know if this is correct though, so just allegations. The reason I say 2010 because I went to Guthrie High School in 2011, and I know for a fact we didn't win the state championship. Okay, it wasn't because of me. I said, Coach, put me in. Okay, I can be the quarterback and I can be the running back at the same damn time.
This guy didn't even play football for Guthrie.
We were in 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, no, because it was at OSU. I remember going to that game. They had it at the OSU stadium.
But anyways, put me in the fucking game, Coach.
Don't do that.
Put me in the game. If
you want to fucking win, don't fucking do that.
You want to win? Put the man in.
No, but yeah, they're playing Carl Albert FCA, as we used to say back in the day.
FCA, FCA,
AFCA.
FCA, 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 FCA in the fucking comments. No, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's where we're at today. So just to touch base on that a little bit, some people from Newcastle, because that's who they went, Guthrie had win against Newcastle last Friday. In the semifinals. And they obviously started crying and tried to find a reason to try to make it into the state championship without winning the game, which good luck with that. But that ain't going to happen. So they made some allegations that Guthrie was cheating, which they were not. So I don't even like saying that. They were not. Again, no rules were broken. Everything was fair play. Newcastle just got that ass whooped and started crying about it. And I don't know what to tell you. You get your ass whooped, you get the fuck up, and you get on with your life, okay? Don't fucking cry about it like AJ.
What?
Just get up out the kitchen if you can't take the heat, man.
Get up out the kitchen if you can't deal with the heat.
Also,
boys.
Big shout out to Guthrie Wrestling, our dude Alex Fields that was on the podcast last year. They just won their duel tonight.
Shout out Guthrie Wrestling.
47-27.
Yep, 47-27 versus Comanche. So good win. They had some ranked dudes in there. So good win altogether. Shout out those guys.
Good win for Guthrie. Guthrie's got a lot of ranked folks. I heard numerous number one ranked kids in there, man. Which big shout out to that wrestling staff out there, man. They be producing some really ranked wrestlers. So,
yeah,
so
they're doing
kudos.
good. They've been doing good these past 3-4 years.
I'm not sure where they fucked up with AJ though, but other
State
than
qualifier.
that,
State
well,
qualifier.
I'm talking about with the rankedness. You know what I'm saying?
Not the
These
ranked.
mother truckers are ranked.
I was like,
AJ was not ranked.
number 6 in the state.
Okay, it's like OSU, not ranked. AJ below that. But anyways, we're not here to bash AJ. Okay, we're here to bash Adam Baker. Okay,
Whoa.
fuck no.
Anyways, good luck tomorrow, guys. I believe they have a tournament in Enid.
Oh yeah.
Friday,
Alex was
Saturday, so.
saying something like that. So
Oh, absolutely.
you know, send your good lucks and prayers to those guys. Hopefully they do really good. Everybody comes out healthy and everything. They have a solid tournament.
Yeah,
That'll be a big one for them, or especially early on in the season. Get some good, some more good seeding. Hopefully some more ranked guys out of that tournament. You know, really, mark their territory for the season.
Yep, 100%. They put on a clinic today. They did really, really good. Some guys not on our team that I'm aware of missed some weight, and our guys still came and performed. You know, they came in and got some good mat time, which was great to see. You know, just getting that time out there on that mat is very detrimental. Is that how you say it? Detrimental. I'm sorry, for moving forward. You know, in your wrestling career. This might not be a word, but it's very beneficial. We'll just say that for your wrestling career, just to get that mat time. You know, get that experience on not being afraid to take a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the line, take a shot.
From this guy, the guy that was most scared to take shots. You know, take a shot.
Take a shot. You know, you miss 1,100 and 1,000 million shots you don't take. Okay, so just take one. Damn it. That's a number. Probably not a real number, but
It's not at
you know,
all.
it's there. And also today, just stay tuned a little bit longer because we are going to have some live music, here on Cheers to Health by the one, the only AJ Tomlinson. He's going to be singing for us.
I don't got my drums. I'll sing.
No, he's going to be singing for us. We're going to do this little. It's kind of like a music trivia game where AJ's going to just be singing some songs, and me and Adam are going to just try to guess what he's singing. Because he does not, he's deaf tone. Or, yeah, is that how you say it? He's tone deaf. I'm sorry. He's tone deaf.
I like Deftones.
So it's going to be hard for us to try to figure out what he's singing.
Shout out Deftones if you're out there watching.
He'll slip a couple Fergie songs in there, too.
What you going to do with all that junk? All that junk inside that trunk. I'm going to get you. So this is what happens when Omar is not here to guide this conversation. So,
all right, look. Anyways,
moving
check
forward.
it out. So, touching baseless on a couple of things. Me and Brian, we got some new programs that Omar hooked us up with. So, I've been doing them past 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
Coming up on 3 weeks.
And
I've done them probably about twice.
yeah, that's true. I've called Brian just about every day. I've been in the gym this week and last week, and he's just sitting at home.
Hey, Chat, I want you guys to know.
Waking his willy.
I've been in the studio, okay? I've been in the studio, you know, with a pad and pencil and my guitar, just fucking
Cooking in the studio. You know, just me and my pad up in the studio. If you know that, shout out Lil Wayne. But AJ, throw that away, man. Be a good girl. Nice.
Anyways,
But yeah, the programs they're going pretty good. At least me and Brian have the same ones because we're trying to do the same thing, get that cardio up, trying to trim some of that fat off, while maintaining the muscle mass also. So it's a lot of 3 sets of 15 with the solid weight. I mean, you're still pushing yourself. If you're not going to failure, you're not going at all.
yeah, I mean, this is heavyweight. It's not like we're doing lightweight, high reps. This is very. Hey, Chat. Fuck Omar, dude. This isn't got nothing to.
This ain't the Omar show.
This is not the Omar show. This is the fucking
Cheers
to Health show. Which
on topic.
oh my gosh.
Cheers to Health.
Keep
We
doing
also made a switch to Michelob Ultra. It's got 2.6 carbs and.
Brought to you in part by
Yeah, for whatever reason,
95
AJ chose Michelob Ultras, which he
non-alcoholic.
got me to Coors, and then he's just gonna cut me off of Coors and go to Michelob Ultra.
Non-alcoholic.
So I'm not sure about that, but non-alcoholic. So.
But yeah, the programs, they're going pretty solid. And we start off end to end with an incline treadmill walk.
Look at that heart rate up.
Yeah, get that heart rate up. Break a good sweat. You know, wear your hoodie, sweater, whatever. Whenever you're on the treadmill, get
This
that sweat
guy
going,
said,
get that blood pumping, and then start off with 10 minutes and end it with about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not gonna gonna comment.
Don't comment on that. AJ, so this is gonna go back a little bit to our previous podcast,
but I
where
like it a lot.
AJ was criticizing on our power walkers, where my guy just stated himself that he breaks a good sweat by just walking. By
With the
walking.
hoodie on, incline.
Chat, this mother trucker did not have a hoodie on.
I
was just
had a
gonna say
sweater.
get the hard
I had
way.
a sweater.
So,
My bad.
oh yeah, sweater.
I was just
But he
gonna
was
say-
drenched in sweat and just
I was
huffing and
not
puffing
drenched in sweat.
like, bro,
You
you're
didn't
walking.
even do the full 10 minutes. You.
Okay, yeah, I'm not walking.
What did I say?
AJ's, he's letting Frank out. He's letting Frank out. Let Frank out.
Don't touch my
Let
fucking house,
Frank
dude.
out.
I
Let
will
Frank
fuck
out.
you up.
Let Frank out. Let Frank
You
out.
touch Frank.
Let Frank
I will
out.
fuck you up.
Let Frank out.
If he's letting
Hey,
Frank out, Ronan's
use the
not
key
right.
I gave you. I told these fuckers I didn't have the key. Wink.
Oh man, how's the program going for you, bro? How do you think about it? The few workouts you've done with it.
So, like I just said, I've only done a few of them. I've done some home workouts where I've tried to adjust the workout to make the home workouts be like that. But again, it is very high reps than what I got used to. Because we did end up doing like 5 reps to 8 reps, and then now doing 15 reps for me is just like, damn, that's a lot of reps. And again, especially with the heavy weight that we're using, I'm definitely feeling it. And
heavy for us. It might not be heavy for you. So fuck you if you're gonna say something about that. But it's heavy for us.
No, vice versa. If it's heavy for us, y'all mother truckers can't pick it up.
Especially the guy in the fucking chat.
Yeah, chat, fuck you. I'm sorry, chat.
Anyway, a couple things I like about the program. I haven't been running as long as AJ, but I spent about a week or so on it. Coming from, even then, from back in the Dizzy, I know our programs looked a little different, but they were still pretty powerlifting based, so you could say. But transition to that program, other than the walk, I think a lot of people underestimate the benefits from a good warm-up walk and then ending it with a walk. All kinds of benefits, cardio related, therapeutically.
Fat
On the
burning
mental
afterwards.
side, even you get a good little decompress, little reflection time. But what I liked about this program was it's definitely noticeable the higher rep range. I mean, we had to knock the weight down quite a bit on all the exercises. And I also liked how there was a consistent, my heart rate was definitely higher.
Yeah, it
throughout the whole
stayed.
program.
No, it did.
Throughout the whole workout.
You stay pretty like at a. I mean, for me, like at like 160, 150, which
Yeah.
isn't like really that good. But like for me, like
That's
yeah,
a
I-
zone 2 round.
yeah, I'm staying at that, trying to elevate my VO2 max at all times with this program, which I like it. Like I said, I'm maintaining a sweat the whole time. I'm not necessarily like huffing and puffing, but I'm taking deeper breaths. With
Oh,
it.
I was. Today I was struggling. And again, just the high reps, man. And I felt like we still took our breaks, but like even with that, man, going into the next set, and man, I was gassed. I'm not gonna lie, I was gassed. It really is making a difference. And shout out to Omar for making those adjustments to helping us get more toned, is what I would say. More, because like I said, our main thing is trying to get our cardio back up, and that is most definitely helping out tremendously with that.
Cardiovascular.
With the cardiovascular, as Mr. Baker says.
Overall, I like it, man. I like it. It was really good to get in there, set the ego to the side a little bit, drop the weight.
Yeah, it humbles
Get
you
them pumped.
for sure.
And the pump is sick. I mean, that
Yeah.
first day, that first couple of days, our pumps were.
Yeah,
I couldn't even
it's kind
fucking
of,
reach the back of my head.
when we're out there, it's kind of like ladies. They feel like they don't have any respect for us gentlemen. They're just staring at us, just gawing over us. And I'm just like, yo, we're here to work out. We're not a piece of meat. We're not eye candy. We are here to work out, okay? So,
My eyes are up here, huh?
yeah, our eyes are up here, not on our
Human being, not
biceps,
an
not on our thick-ass thighs. We're here, and we're here to work out, okay? So please ask us for our numbers after we work out or something. You know, it's
When you see me putting the sweater back on, then you can come approach me.
yeah, like
Don't ask for my mom. Let her kills people.
yeah. He don't go for this guy, please.
Respectfully.
But yeah, that's kind of what we've been over. Is that workout plan?
Oh.
It has been helping out tremendously.
Taking a little kind of a deep dive, not really like a super deep dive, but Adam is starting to think about doing more CrossFit stuff
Okay.
for his guard stuff. Can you just elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, without getting too deep into the boring waters here, I am a part of the reconnaissance section and the guard for the Army. So the standards for the PT fitness is a little higher, slightly higher. What did I say?
That's for you, Adam. That's not for us. That's for Adam.
Dude, who is this guy?
Oh, sorry, but
love it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Who is this guy?
Chat is out of control today. This is. Hey, chat. Shout out, chat.
Holy fuck, that's crazy.
But
Yeah. So what was this name?
the CrossFit, the cross guard.
No, yeah. So I part of the reconnaissance section for the guard. And,
They autocorrect.
and the PC standard is slightly higher than the regular line units. So just to kind of change it up and mix it up and really get the most out of my workouts and really perform at the highest level on those PT tests. The popular thing to do in that atmosphere is CrossFit.
Yeah.
CrossFit.
Yeah. Wear crop tops while you do CrossFit.
Crop tops while doing CrossFit, ladies and gentlemen. And that's really foreign. I guess not so much. I guess we did a lot of CrossFit and wrestling. But
Yeah, that was like a lot of our workouts, like the Bear Complex, a lot of Fran and Ann,
a lot of circuits.
and just running miles, really putting in that road work, which fucking sucks.
Which is it's the high intensity. You know, it's just
Yeah.
a very high intensity.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing with wrestling. You know, you got the 3 minutes, however long it is, to just go 100%. And that's the same thing with CrossFit. You got that short period of time where you're just trying to bust it out. High intensity.
Yeah.
And which is, like I said, wrestling is a great thing.
Like
for
our
that.
Veterans Day workout, we did the Armistice Day workout, which I mean, by the time we were done with it, I think it was less than 10 minutes. But I mean, we're going balls to the wall the whole fucking time, and so, I mean, CrossFit is just a really good way to elevate that cardiovascular endurance and, getting some good, muscle out of it too.
Absolutely.
Which it's not for everybody. I'm kind of a fan of it. There's some stuff I don't like doing.
I'm a fan of it, but it is hard.
Yeah.
But it is hard.
Yeah, if you're actually like one of the pros trying to, then that's a whole nother story. But if you're just a regular everyday Joe like us, then I mean it'll definitely do something for you.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
definitely an adjustment for me, knowing that I need to get into it because I'm pretty. I'm an individual that gets pretty set in a routine. And,
Chat, we don't do that. We don't do that, chat. Okay, we don't use profanity, chat. Come on, chat.
Bro,
Come on, Chad. We're all about peace, love, and happiness. Don't be using the P word.
Gremlin Snapper, shout out to you, man.
Shout out Gremlin Snapper, though. Okay, that's what we were. Kyle, that's what we were laughing at is Gremlin Snapper. That was what's so funny. I don't know if you can read the comments or not, but Gremlin Snapper is on one. And hey, shout out. Well, yeah, we're big fans. Okay, we love chat. We love chat. Sorry for the fuck chat earlier. That was.
That's you.
I'm the guy in the back, yeah.
That is, dude. So.
Shout out to you, Gremlin. I really like your
The
energy.
skull of a ram.
Skull of a ram.
I like the part where they fixed the skull part. That was great. That was really good. AJ, your picture didn't load up, so I'm sorry.
I do have long femurs. I have to do a different variation of squats.
So if it's okay with Adam, we're gonna read this chat here from chat so chat can see it. So chat, we have a chat here that says, "How long is your pelvis? ? And how much does your skull. They meant to put skull. And how much does your skull weigh in ounces? I'm asking the guy in the very back. He looks like a good meat for the market, okay? And when we read it, it was fucking hilarious, okay? And then chat goes out and Gremlin says, bro in the back has a sturdy... bro...
Read it, say it out loud.
Okay, bro in the back has a sturdy pelvis and a skull of a ram. I can tell by his vocal tone he's a specimen. I'm sure they meant specimen. And absolutely, he is a specimen, and he does have a skull of a ram, and those vocal tones are fucking top tier. Which again, chat, if you just hang on, and everybody, if you tune in, we are going to have a live performance by the one and only AJ Mother Truckin' Tomlinson. So we are going to be playing a trivia game where AJ is going to be singing, and we're going to be trying to guess what he is singing. So stay tuned to that. It'll be closer to the end, okay?
Also, just in case chat doesn't know, and the people that are going to watch us later on, we're selling merch now.
Get you some merch,
We
man.
are live with the merch.
Get you some merch.
We got hats, we got shirts, we got water bottles,
Koozies.
koozies. We got koozies. I think we're selling stickers on there.
If not, let us know.
I don't know. I haven't looked
So yeah,
really yet. To be honest with you. This is something new. We just set it up these past couple of days. But yeah.
But it is, our website is live, so go to our website at
It's at
Cheers to Health
.com.
podcast.
Fuck.
It's something like that. AJ fucking
Cheers to hell. It's shitfuck.com.
yeah.
Cheers.
So yeah, Kyle, can you hear us? If you can, Kyle, can you say something in the chat? And on other news, Guthrie, Oklahoma has been on the news a couple times this month alone.
There was a today on, which I don't know about. I'm going to talk about it, man.
Go ahead.
People need to know. I don't know that it was in the Guthrie
Come on, man.
area.
Okay, so
but
time out.
Waterloo and Bryant.
Time out. Real quick. So the website is cheers2healthpodcast.com. So if you guys want to check out some of the merch, again, we have a lot of great stuff on there. Cheers2healthpodcast.com.
Hide the guy in the back. Why?
Armageddon. I don't know what the fuck that is. Can you read that?
It says, and both you guys in the front really seem like y'all have armadillo exoskeleton, which contributes to mass power and speed. Respect.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but respect it.
I don't think armadillos have exoskeletons.
I have no idea, but I love it.
What's your shoe size?
Gremlin, I'm a big fan. I don't give a fuck, dude.
What about you, man? What's your shoe size?
Gremlin, what's your shoe size?
What do you bench?
Where's the fuck this link? The fucking link for the fucking website, bro.
It's on. It's like I said. Cheers to Health podcast. Hide the guy in the back.
Yeah. What does it mean by that?
Because chat is coming after you. So like, keep you safe. Yeah, we are gonna keep Mr. Baker safe. He's in good hands. We have him in the Cheers to Health bunker at the moment, so he is in good hands. The bunker. But go ahead, Adam. What were you saying about Guthrie news?
Yeah, in today's news, on Waterloo and Bryant, there was a suspect taken into custody for a shooting.
Oh wow!
Pretty crazy. People out there with the pieces, you know,
Hey,
with the Chamber of Secrets.
so let's
yeeting motherfuckers.
let's not be yeeting people out here, okay? Guthrie's a safe place and a great place, okay?
Put the guns down and just scrap it out, man.
Put the guns down
Guns down, fists up.
and hey, beers up. Hey,
Cheers to Health, sponsored by Michelob Ultra.
we're sponsored by Cheers to Health, okay? By our what's it called? Shoe size is 9. However, I have not benched in a while, so don't know. Back in the day, back in bench max 225, 1 rep, 5'7", 190.
Weak.
You're pretty fucking strong, dude. Hey, shout out, man. Hey, good job. That's still good.
No, we appreciate the fucking interaction there, Gremlin.
Absolutely, Gremlin.
I like this guy.
You're keeping the vibes high.
AJ, can you do me something? Can you guys some beers?
Dude.
Get around,
How
bro.
can we have a cheers to health podcast with no beers, man?
Yeah, bro.
No
You can't
Brew
cheers
Dogs.
without the beer.
Word of the day is Brewdog.
Brewdog.
Blue dogs.
Bro, hey, if you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, go ahead and follow me on Snapchat. I think it's Hi Brian Torres on Snapchat, and you guys will be able to hear Mr. Adam Baker singing and playing the guitar. And I mean, this guy is a yes, I did, and I'm gonna post more, dude. And I'm sure this guy's I'm sure Gremlin's got a very powerful ass in. Oh shit! Please don't grasp nobody's neck with that bad boy. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Gremlin. Okay, Gremlin's a great person. Okay,
It's
shout out.
weird. This is a family-friendly show, and they're just talking about ass fucking.
Well, no, just strangling. Okay.
Can you blame him?
And I mean, have you seen Adam, bro? I mean, shout out, Mr. Adam.
I
Baker.
feel honored, man.
Okay,
Shout
yeah.
out to Gremlin.
Gremlin
I
Snapper.
needed that.
I'm a big fan, and I'm sure Adam did need that, and I do appreciate you saying that about Adam because that makes my day.
What was it? Last podcast before, we were just talking about mental health.
Yes,
You know what I mean? It's
yes.
that time of season, man.
It is.
Check out all your boys, man. Be more like Gremlin. And
Be
really
more-
just boost your boys'.
That's all
confidence.
Gremlin's doing is just boosting my guy up, and you know when somebody boosts another guy up, it boosts that up. It boosted me up too. Okay, so it's just a trifecta, you know, of boosting everybody up. So yeah, Gremlin, add me. I can't see your. Hey Gremlin, if you don't mind adding Anthony Orozco, it's just so he can see your chat as well, because I mean we are just in love with what you got to say, and we do appreciate it.
Because Gremlin's on YouTube and Tony's on Facebook.
Oh, that might be it, Anthony. Gremlin's on YouTube, so maybe check out the YouTube or vice versa. If Gremlin, you want to add my boy Anthony Orozco on Facebook, or check out the Facebook, because we are on Facebook and YouTube, because we're blowing up. We're doing big things, you know. But AJ, what we got next? This guy's fucking slacking.
I can't read.
I can't pull up my notes here, else I would, guys. But I'm trying to guide this thing to.
Yeah, but no, we hit the merch. Just talking about past guests. Like, what's one of the things, big takeaways you had that has like really like probably resonated with you since we've started doing this, having guests on this stuff that you just think of every now and again, whether it be in the gym or just everyday life.
Honestly, pretty much everybody. And I'm not trying to be too, political here, but everybody, honestly, I appreciate them so much. And every single guest we've had on has really impacted me in a different way, and it's almost like having kids, and then you don't love them more, but you just love them all the same, but in a different way, if that makes any sense. And me, I'm gonna have to think on this if it's okay with you, AJ. Let me just brainstorm on this just a little bit, and because I feel like there's something there for me, but I want to brainstorm just a little bit. So do you got somebody in mind?
Oh man, like really, like Brian said, like we've had a lot of our closest friends on here, and we're friends with them for a reason. It's because we all think alike. We have the same mindset about a lot of stuff. But I mean, with me, not these past couple of weeks, I've just kind of been like digging in, trying to not necessarily like find myself, but like just trying to think more about my mental, about what I can do to be better at that. Ethan, our boy that Omar was in the Air Force with, and he's a cop down there in South Texas now. He kind of touched base a lot on that, and there's just like something about like just like how he's sober now and just kind of taking a step back. I'm not saying I'm going sober. That's kind of
Chill.
Not out of the cards for me.
Chill.
But like I'm definitely gonna chill out a little bit with it. Getting hammered on a freaking Tuesday isn't cool. Okay. Like it happens every now and again. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not cool.
It's an honor having you here. Sorry, AJ.
Trying to hold to the weekend.
It's an honor having you here, Gremlin. We appreciate you showing love and support, man. You have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you next week, buddy. We're going to have another podcast next week, and hopefully have a guest with us as well. This is going to be our Christmas podcast, so Tune in, Bubba. We'll see you. Have a great night. But yeah, sorry about that, AJ. Just had to give us a special shout out to our fan, man. Our
But
great.
yeah, no, there's a lot of what Ethan was talking about, just like kind of taking a step back and focusing on what's going on upstairs. Whether it be like religious talk or, you know, just like anxiety or whatever. You know, just kind of figuring out what's going on. What do you need?
Absolutely, and like I said, that goes back to me, kind of like, and I wish I could pinpoint this a little bit more on just one person, but like I said, I feel like this podcast is doing what we intended it doing. You know, opening that door for folks to come in here and be able to lay out, especially men, because like I said, we were raised on, you know, men can't really speak about their feelings, men can't really speak, you know, about depression or whatever. But on here we do speak about it, and it's not like a counseling session, but we are opening up to one another about everything. And that really helps me out tremendously because, like I said, I deal with a lot of mental health issues, and just hearing people, you know, and being able to relate with people, that is such a great feeling. And just knowing that, you know, it's not just me. You know, a lot of people do have it, so it makes me feel not alone in a way, knowing that everybody does deal with certain things, but a lot of people do it differently, which is great. And we do not have steroids, so sorry about that. Believe it or not, even though we look like roided out fucking freaks, we are not on that. We are all natural.
This is a pro beer channel.
We do drink a little bit of stuff.
Adam, you've watched a couple of the episodes from in the past and stuff. Like, what's one that you kind of remember that just sticks out to you? Well, it may not be something serious, but what's something that just kind of like fucking pops to you?
I kind of touch on Brian's topic, man. Really, they all really had something to bring to the table. Something I've always appreciated about the channel in general is I like the unorthodox approach where there's an outline. There's an outline.
Do we follow it?
But it's
probably not.
It's also just kind of shotgun style. We get out here and really make the guests feel like it's just kind of chilling in the living room, just open it up, talking. You know what I mean? It's not so much like an interview. So I really like the off the wall topics, and I like more serious topics. To touch on AJ, what's going on here?
Fucking Chess being an asshole again.
You guys have steroids.
He called you a copycat.
I wish.
But
no, I do not. But yeah, like AJ said, man, or the both of you, really, it's that time of year. I'm sure a lot of people do it throughout the year, more or less, but it's kind of that time where take a little moral, mental, emotional inventory. Take a step back. It's about to start the new year, so we're all just kind of thinking, like, where are we at?
Yeah.
What do we want more of? What do we want less of?
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. And at least I can speak somewhat on AJ's and mostly on my behalf. With us seeing each other on a day-to-day basis, there's been a lot of transitions. Most of them
a lot of transitions.
Not expected and not.
AJ, oh sorry.
Not as far, but I can tell you what I can say. One thing for sure is we never let it stop us.
Absolutely.
We get up and we just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Like AJ said it best. Life's a garden, so dig it.
So
Wake up.
I love that.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you just take a step back for a second and just look at where you were earlier in the year. Like, for me, I was a fucking maintenance man at an apartment complex. Not doing jack shit. Shitty one. And, you know, driving fucking rental cars because my truck got totaled and everything. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing with myself. And now I got a career. And, you know, got a new truck. Doing that. If anybody wants to drop by a Ram 2019 1500, let me know.
If anybody's got a dryer they want to, you know, give away or sell.
But yeah, I mean, if you just take a step back and look at where you were at the beginning of the year to where you are now, I mean, and just be honest with yourself. I mean, some people, they might be stuck, and that's okay. I mean, maybe you're in a good position in life to where it's small changes.
What the
Oh, shit.
boy? What the fuck, boys?
Hey, Omar. Okay, hold on, Omar. Hold on. I'm gonna go off for a second.
So,
hold on. Go ahead, say what you guys say, I guess.
who you talking to?
You go ahead.
Oh no,
Sorry,
you guys.
go ahead.
Hey, you guys did awesome. You guys were holding it down. So how
So,
about this?
Grow up,
What?
AJ. Frank needs
Omar,
you. Hey,
real quick,
Fuck you, Tony.
while we're still on this subject, man, we were just going over
fucking
if anybody,
Quit
you
bringing
know,
my son
our
into this.
previous guests, if any of them have maybe inspired you or you've thought about, you know, more frequently that maybe impacted your life on a daily basis. Do you have any guests that you, I guess, in a way, want to speak on from the past? From any guests we've had on, you know, AJ, help me out here. Dude.
Yeah, any guest that we've had on the past that something just sticks out to you, something that you've thought about that maybe not every day, but or just in the gym or whatever, but just when it pops in, you know.
Hey, fuck you, chat. You don't know shit.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Yep.
Fuck
So
you, fucking
no,
chat.
that's
You
no.
don't piss me off.
Hey, chill, dude. Chill.
No, fucking chat's being an asshole, dude.
You gotta chill out, man. That you can't let the chat get to you. Okay.
No. They need to know. They need to
You were holding
know.
down pretty well with Gremlin, dude. Okay. You're holding
Gremlin's
down
a
pretty
fucking
well.
awesome fucking chat member. This guy here, Kyle, is a fucking prick.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can't always. They can't always be gems. Okay.
We need to hold them accountable, dude.
No.
But
well,
sorry, Omar.
that's why.
Sorry. Hey, hand up. That's on me.
Okay.
That's on
there we
me.
go.
That's on me. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, okay. So going over the guests that we had, which ones kind of stick out? I mean, all of them have a different impact when it comes to, you know, even going to the gym. I go in there different days and you'll think about like maybe physical therapist, Dr. Mel, when she came in going over how, you know, even working at the desk, some of those postures affect you in the long run. So even like sitting down here, I have to think about where I'm like kind of sitting up and making sure everything's set up properly, because eventually if you slouch too much, you're going to start feeling them pains and aches. Another one is, let's see. So Lori, who we just had on, dude, keep your kids at school or at home if they're sick. Okay. That's what I think about all the time. I'm like, hey, you better not bring them dang germs over here to the gym.
Which that's a good one too. I've kind of thought about Lori's too, about being the helicopter parent, but even though I'm not a parent,
Another
but I
one,
still see
Willie,
on a daily
Willie
basis.
talking about natural foods. Shop at your local farm. Get you a beef. Get you a whole cow.
Maybe not
And
a
we
whole
talked
cow,
about
but
this, dude, where,
whole
you know,
cow's
it's
expensive.
cheaper in the long run.
Unless you like
What's up?
putting it, unless you got like a really big family, then you can buy a whole cow. But like for like the normal family, maybe like half a cow, quarter cow.
Yeah.
If you got
That's
some
still
hunt,
pretty.
No,
if
even
you got some hunters in your family, man, get out there, get active, go hunting. The
Yeah.
season's upon
Yeah.
us, man. Like us, you know, we've got some family members that go hunting. We've got some deer meat in our fridge.
Exactly.
It's all natural.
Yeah. That wild game,
you know
that's
where that
even
food's
better.
coming from.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
Well, wild game, you don't know where it's coming from. I'm just gonna say
the
that.
wild.
We even
Idiot.
feed it to our dogs, man. I just started my dog. Sorry to interrupt, but my dog Ronan, you know, he just got his own thing going.
Hey, shout out Ronan though.
Right.
But
Fuck Ryan.
I just got started, man. Ronan's on a whole.
You want to get fucking hit, motherfucker?
Whoa.
Okay. Yep.
Hey.
See what
But
happens.
he's
He
got some
wasn't like
toppers,
this.
man.
He
He's
wasn't
got his
Live
deer
brawl
meat,
fight.
he's got sweet potatoes, he's got his eggs, he's got his spinach, man. So like, you know, bring your dogs in on it too. Dogs are family. Shout out to the dog. I love dogs. So all natural food. Sorry, I wanted to touch up on that.
Our dogs are assholes, by the way.
Hey, team
Yeah.
dogs. Team dogs over here though.
Another guest. Today, I was doing some deadlifting. One of our freaking awesome guests that we had on, our power lifter, the dude that freaking lifts crazy amount of weight, and he is how old? About 70. Yeah,
70
still getting
years old.
still doing
And
that
still-
today. Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you today. I went in there. He prepped me a little bit. He was like,
Omar.
What?
Hey, chat better chill, dude. I'm about to freak out again. Chat better fucking chill.
he's got a point though. Chat has a point.
No, no.
Chat has a
Boys,
point.
look away.
Let's
better than Brian.
prop it up
Boys,
on
look
there.
away. Go away, bitch. Go
Dog,
away, bitch.
dog eats better than Brian. Yep, you've
Ronan's
seen that.
dedicated, man. He's dedicated.
Yeah. Chat or yep.
Dude, I'm about to fight chat, dude. I don't want to, but I'm about to fight chat.
I'm about to fight chat, dude.
Don't do that. Don't fall into the
Hey,
traps. Don't fall into the
Chat
traps.
viewers.
Okay.
Chat and viewers, man, go out there and go get you a Belgian Malinois. You know.
Or how about chat? Lay off the fucking cheeseburgers.
Uh,
I said it.
You want to make
Adam,
a life change?
I said it.
Go get a Belgian Malinois. It will force you to change your life, man.
have you ever thought about being a veterinarian?
Me?
Or maybe a dog trainer?
Dog trainer, yeah. Veterinarian, no.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Omar, did you look at my Snapchat?
No, dude, I barely get
Bro.
on Snapchat.
Well, bro, I'm telling you, hey, when you get a chance, look at my Snapchat, and my boy here has got some vocals on him, and he can play the fucking guitar. I was trying to suck him into playing for us, but it's okay. We'll have
You can put
next week for our Christmas. We're gonna sing Feliz Navidad or something like that for our chat. You know.
Yeah,
Man,
If
speaking
that's okay
of
with you.
the next week pod, Christmas episode. Adam, are you gonna join us?
I would love to, man.
There
Hey,
we
if
go.
AJ invites
Adam's
me,
gonna
I'll show
join
up.
us. We might
Adam's
have
like an
another
honorary
guest.
co-host as well. So.
Really, I just kind of AJ says get in the truck, and then I get in, and now I'm here.
Just
Well,
yeah.
AJ said get in
In
the
and
truck and
roll.
go to the gym. Where did Adam go?
You said I'm drinking beer.
Today was my rest day.
I'm
This is mental health day.
Yeah.
Good.
But no, like I said, every guest that we had on, had some kind of impact towards me, and I hope to everybody that's listening, you know what I mean? From sobriety to beer chugging, powerlifting, to all kinds of like physical therapy. Come on, now. Group exercise.
Honestly,
Trainer,
the
let's
main
go.
kind of like sticks with me whenever I really get down to it. It's the guys right here. You know, I don't want to let these guys down because truth of the matter is I'm better. Stronger, faster, better looking, everything like that.
All right, chill out, Kanye.
Dang.
Cap.
Brian,
Cap.
Yeah. Dude, I
What do
feel
you
like
got, Bert?
I got an idea. An idea
I don't
just
need
popped
6
up.
pack of ramen a day.
That was a one-time experiment.
And still got those fucking
It was
a
thighs.
one-time
And
experiment.
that fucking head's like a ram,
I
boys.
was doing an experiment so I could give a testimony to the people out there on how bad.
We
sodium
need
is.
to have an event where it's like a series of like kind of events. What the fuck? Yeah, like sporting events, some kind of like task or whatever, and go off of that, like me and Brian used to do with the like similar to beer Olympics kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like when AJ and I were in school. I don't know if you got to see it. I don't know if it was in class or not, but I remember being in school. We watched this thing where it was this dude. He goes out and spends however many days just eating like straight McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
How many
supersized me?
calories.
Yeah, supersize me.
And he gives a review on
He
it.
spent a month
Well,
eating nothing but
flip it.
McDonald's.
Hey, chat
And super
fucking does that
healthy
on a
stuff.
daily basis. Chat supersizes me. Hey, that dude is fucking supersize me.
Chat,
too.
get on
I'm
the
sorry, chat.
El
I'll leave
Toro
you alone.
program. Get on the Cheers to
chat.
Health program.
I'm sorry, I
Chat.
love you, chat. And yeah, dude, time out. Well, chat said that if you guys have not had, it's ramen or whatever, but ramen, but not the packaged one, the stuff you get at the restaurant.
Brian been eat shit good ass Cade.
I've been eating some really good ramen, and it is a phenomenal. It is gluten free. It's not bad, dude. What the fuck are you doing that for? It's Anthony, shut up. Sorry, I had to freak out, but
He's got Tourette's.
But it's really good, dude. Anthony, stop, dude.
You've never had our ramen though. You know what I mean? When you go to AJ,
You
Tomlinson
fucking
Baker
rat.
household, throw a little garlic salt, throw a little kicking chicken. We might throw
No,
an egg
you don't
in there.
put garlic salt. You put
guy's a
garlic
fucking
powder,
rat, dude.
garlic powder, onion powder,
Potato, tomato,
and the chicken like a bam bam.
chicken like a bam bam. We throw all kinds of stuff, man. We get creative.
Me and Kate are gonna go get some ramen now, dude.
So, if you think about it, you got calorically, it doesn't have to be that bad.
It's
You
for the
know,
quality.
if you kind of take away the little packet or whatever with the sodium and all that stuff, and then kind of mix it in, make it a little fancy. Maybe put some
No,
And then top it off with a scoop of protein.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
15
gonna
minutes
let you spread this propaganda on my podcast. Okay.
Pro ramen.
No.
On your podcast.
So, ramen, which you guys eat from the store, bought in the package, unacceptable. I don't care.
There we go. Yeah.
Package,
Okay.
No pocket, unacceptable.
It is bad.
Okay, so I just want to put that out there. Which I understand there's some folks where that's just where we're at, where we have to eat it.
Yeah, spell it.
It is what it is. That is what it is. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Oh well, it's good for. It's not. It's not. But I understand sometimes that's what we have to do to get by. So, Anthony, shut the fuck up, you fucking narc. But,
Hey, dude.
don't eat those fucking ramen noodles. Go to whatever that place is called that I go to.
Whole Foods.
Fucking good. Eat some real food. And this guy's over here talking about shooting and eating your food. And Paige says y'all are wild. Unacceptable.
What?
Cook him some real food.
Yep. See? See what happens, Ed? See what happens? You over here wilding out, and we're getting called out by random ass people. Unless y'all know that lady.
Chill. That's
That's
Adam's
not a
old lady.
rando. That's not a rando.
Shout out to Paige.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Paige.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Born child expected on March 11th. Not to make it all about me, but we're
So,
expecting a baby,
can we-
shout out to her.
We're gonna make a little announcement. Mr. Adam Baker, they're expecting a baby, so shout out to Adam.
Oh shit!
Going to be a father.
Shout out to
And
my
shout
ride
out
or die.
Paige. So shout out to you guys for a healthy baby. Nothing
Yes.
but great things coming y'all's way.
Anyways, back to ramen.
No, we're not going back to ramen.
No,
so,
no.
we're gonna go over baby
guys-
names. So we were thinking about naming
Nope.
baby because it's gonna be a boy.
Calm down.
Alan.
Is-
Brianna.
It's a girl.
It's Brianna.
You
Sorry.
know, Omar is pretty unique. Just saying.
Omar.
Muhammad.
Or it's a girl.
It's the number one name in the world. You idiot.
It's a girl.
And Brian is a girl name.
No, Brianna. Sorry. Okay.
So hang on, Brian. Before you said anything, did you get approval to spread this information?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
like-
name is actually,
So I apologize. We're gonna name. Adam's gonna name the baby, and Paige. They're gonna name her Bertha.
Oh, baby Bertha.
So shout out Bertha.
What about Gertrude?
Baby Bertha.
No, Omar, please don't do this. Okay, it's gonna be Bertha.
Beatrice.
Okay. Bertha Baker. They want the double B in there.
will be.
Yeah, B. It's gonna be actually triple.
I don't know.
Bertha Brian Baker. Why they're gonna name her Brian? I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm not a fan of it.
I came up with an idea. Okay, so you know how we got the website up, we got merch rolling.
Shout
How
out.
about C2H baby clothes?
Onesies. C2H
Yes, we can
onesies.
get in on that. We can get in.
We can
on
do that. We can do that. We'll do that most definitely. So
Get you some,
we're gonna give them one, but if
That's
anybody else wants one, let us know and we'll get you guys some ordered. Eric, shout out
Yeah.
Eric Walker, man. You
Eric.
the man, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he is.
Appreciate
Yeah,
all the love.
and that's
man.
another one where whenever I go to the
Oh,
gym,
yeah.
I'm like, dang, dude.
Is
Sometimes I go in there and I'm like, "Ah, dude, do I really want to be in here? And then I think about the conversation we had with, token up and running, where it's like more enjoyable in that process. Dude, what if
What
we
I
did
think
that?
about when I think about Eric, excuse me if he's the paratrooper, correct?
yeah, he's in the 82nd.
And how he's a fucking paratrooper, and we're just gonna be like, hey, this is just Eric. This guy's a
No.
legend.
That's right. That's right.
Shout out Eric.
PJs are
Shout out. Exactly.
PJs are cool,
solid
man.
dudes.
They're solid, bro. Shout out
Hey.
out Eric,
Nothing but
man.
good things
And
about it.
dude,
Nothing but
and
great
the brothers, they've been freaking DJing it up. Dude,
Yep.
Headbang Gang, Haggard, DJ.
82nd
freaking-
Airborne. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Fucking get hyped up in here, Eric. There you go.
Oh, that's what we got to do. Hey, when we do that event, what I was talking about, that little Olympics thing
Yeah.
between us, throw a party, get the DJs out,
Fucking-
out.
Headbang gang.
Headbang gang.
That's right.
Just give me
right.
some time. I'll grow this hair out, and we'll fucking shake that
Mhm.
motherfucker.
Exactly.
It's got some recoil on that motherfucker.
Recoil. Recoil is crazy.
It's got some recoil on it right now. boy.
Recoil is crazy. Oh,
You're crazy,
man.
dude. No,
Yeah, I
but
Fucking
what
super
are
pussy.
so Adam? What are you? So you don't know the gender yet, right?
It's
No,
a girl.
it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Oh, okay, okay,
Her
okay,
name's Bertha.
She just got into her third trimester. So
okay.
right there on the last
Nice,
stretch.
nice. Everything going pretty smooth.
It is. It is.
Nice.
Nothing
That's
like
awesome, dude.
crazy. She's a night owl, just like her dad. She
Just
nighttime rolls around,
don't leave the baby around them. Okay.
That's Uncle
Bad
B.
influences. Bad
I was
influences
just
over there.
throwing the fire, man.
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
Just leave her
Well,
around.
like,
You know what I mean?
like throwing to throw to the wolves.
So
Date
we got a
date
fire pit
night-
at the house.
Date
So
night,
No.
that was my first go-to for babysitters was Brian and AJ.
Shout out.
Gonna have baby
Hey,
kebab.
I
Don't
say
know.
babies.
We're not gonna be
I mean,
doing
shout
that.
out. Hey, time out.
Kyle
Kyle.
AJ out here.
We might
Kyle
come
say
back
babies.
just smoking a Newport
That's what we do.
or, something rugged.
She should be hitting a vape, have a Zen in.
The
It's
boys.
good for her.
Hey, we're uncles, bro. We don't give a toot. We'll hit a little
Deals.
toot, but we don't give a toot.
Right. Right.
AJ's her uncle aunt.
What the?
What?
Uncle
That's
Auntie.
the uncle aunt.
Uncle Auntie.
Tia.
Cause we like I said, we approved. We were equal opportunity here. Okay, so
Yes, we are.
that's Uncle
No, we're
Auntie.
not.
We're all
No, we're
about EO.
We are pro all that good stuff. So
Why
yeah,
is he laughing like that?
he's again. Omar, we don't judge. We listen.
We listen, but we don't.
Yeah, we
judge.
listen, but we don't judge, Omar. Okay.
Okay. But you guys did cover the website and the details behind it, and
Can you
What's
drop the website one more time?
Yeah, what's the name of it?
Cheers to Health Podcast.com.
Guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So on there right now we have like the latest. So we have the latest podcast that's going on, which was with Lori Williams, going over some
Shout out,
stuff,
Lori.
school nurse stuff, killing it, showing us the ways and how to keep your kids safe, and even some of the things that Brian hits on specifically, which is mental health, because the kids, man, we got to watch out for them. And sometimes the school nurse are the go-tos. So just that was awesome conversation that we had.
It wasn't an
Uh-oh.
offer. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
not an
see?
offer. Sorry. Okay, sorry. It was an offer. If you decline, you decline. Boss's orders.
And along with that, we have the top podcast of the show. That being one with Eric. Yes. Boom. Going over cannabis and stuff like that. Saying the
Let's go,
science
Eric.
behind it all. 82nd Airborne all the way. Yeah. And what else we have down there? We had
We had Julian. Shout out Julian, our safety guy.
Julian. No, I'm
Doing
talking
great
about
things. Hey,
no, I'm talking about
Julian.
the Oh
No,
yeah,
I'm
of
sorry.
course.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Julian, man. That dude is doing such great things, man. I'm so proud of him, man. Little cousin, little primo,
Julian.
doing great things out there, man. Shout out, brother. Keep on doing great things, man. Proud of you.
Yeah. Alfred.
Oh,
Alfred. He was the one, the boxer, doing stuff in his community in the boxing realm,
Doing
Yeah.
great
and
things,
everybody boom,
Got his
safe
gym
and
going. They're doing really good out there. They've had a couple fighters go out there and win some matches. Super cool to see. Just local dudes putting Guthrie on the map. Even if it is locally, I mean, eventually we'll get national recognition. You know what I'm saying? Finally give Guthrie a good name it deserves.
I love to see it, man.
Yeah.
Gym, the jiu-jitsu gym, boxing, all of it.
Yeah.
Getting out there, getting active.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And consistent, man. That guy Alfred, man, he's consistent, and I love that, man. I'm so.
oh yeah.
He's great.
I see him on the media all the time, hitting his jogs,
Yeah.
picks after the fucking training session, and everything.
Absolutely.
I love it. Shout out
Absolutely.
to him.
Heck yeah. That's one of the big ones.
One more thing. Not only is he performing outside of work, by doing the
the training, the boxing, and all that good stuff, you know, helping others. But he was actually awarded best truck driver in his company this year too.
Oh hell yeah!
And he had 2 awards on him. I don't remember what the second one is. So I mean, not only outstanding outside of that, you know, that like I said when we were talking about it, the boxing and when we see his events, it's only 1% of what we see of what these folks are doing, and not the other 90 or 99% of what they're doing. This
True
guy's
that.
also outperforming while he's at work too, which is so awesome to see and so great to see, man. So shout out again to Alfred.
Yeah.
Keep doing great things, man.
He's
Honestly.
killing everything. he does.
Yeah.
On one of y'all's episodes, y'all really touched base on harmony. So
Yep.
clearly, he's not just balancing these things, but he's got some harmony amongst it all, to where he's getting the most out of all of those little things while he's balancing it.
One thing that I will take from what's that, Dr. Mel? Or no,
Yes.
who was it? It was the what's her name?
Jody?
Jody.
Jody?
She's the one that said harmony, right?
Yep.
Harmony, dude. That word
I
there
like that.
has stuck with me. I mean, if we're gonna go back to something, harmony has stuck with me so much, and something I use just like Adam did there on a daily basis. Now, you know, I'm not saying let's just do everything, go with the flow. Let's find that harmony. That is so great and such a great piece of advice you gave there. Which shout out to Jody as well.
Yeah, I guess that's what I should have said in my answer when you asked me
Hey,
on all those podcasts. Or
Lena,
on the podcast.
follow the fucking TikTok, you little shit.
Nope. Yep.
Harmony.
Yep.
Lena,
And then part of the so website, back to it, top, blah blah blah, merch. We got the site for the merch. Get that. There's things on there. Did you guys hit on what we have right now?
Yeah, we got shirts, we got koozies, we got hats, we got
Hoodie.
Yoga mat.
yoga mat. Did
No,
we
I
get the
took
yoga-
that off. We took
Okay,
that
let's
off.
say,
I
I
took
didn't
that
think we
off.
had the yoga mat. And
Water bottles. Water bottles.
We didn't
Or
start
no.
that because I gotta find
so
something
we've got
better.
hats, we got shirts, and we got koozies in there. Did we have any stickers on there, Omar?
No, but if you want a sticker, reach out to us. It's the same with the koozies, and
That's what I'm saying.
also we do have personalized notebooks on there as
Okay.
well, so you can
Nope.
start your journey and write it down. You know,
Yeah.
one of the good things to do whenever you have mental health struggles, or you know, it's just something good to have, whether you're setting up goals or whether you just want to like write out your thoughts. It's good to have a notebook, write it down, and kind of expand on that. So that's why I put that on there. I know Brian's big into mental health. I'm big
That's
into
kind of
mental
like an
health, and
old
that's why.
school tactic too. Is like tracking your workouts, what you did that day,
Exactly.
your rep range, your weights, and everything. I mean, and even journaling your thoughts and everything like
Yep.
that. That's cool too.
Absolutely. And it touches base on something what AJ said. You know, beginning of this year, he wasn't where he was at this point of his life, you know. And so sometimes it's good to kind of see where you were at, you know, back then and know that you have made those leaps and bounds of improvements, you know. So that's great to keep track of as well, just to see your improvement. Sometimes we think we're not making great improvement, but little do we know we're making so much improvements, you know, just by moving forward, just like that sometimes, you know, it's just such a great thing to do, man. So shout out to everybody who's just moving forward in life.
Yep. And lastly, I also have my personal training stuff on there as well. So if you're interested in starting your journey and are not sure how exactly, you can get one-on-one with me and get your
Reach out.
customized programming.
Believe it or not, he doesn't look like it, but the dude knows what he's talking about.
Chill,
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely. And I don't know if you heard it earlier, Omar, but we were talking about it, man. How much of an improvement it's been since you have upgraded our workouts, man. Me and AJ actually hit one to get together today, and man, that
You
thing
hit
was-
one finally,
it was-
Brian?
It was tough, dude. This guy wasn't trying to start off with no. There was no warm up with this guy, man.
The
He
treadmill's
comes in
the
there-
warm up.
No,
Treadmill's the warm-up.
I like to warm up on the weights, you know, and you know.
And I did a warm up
Get
on
the
the
shoulders
keyboard.
warmed up.
And this guy, but anyways, like I said, from what I'm not used to, but I got used to doing the lower reps. into going back to the higher reps, which was just crazy, and then with the higher weight too, it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I mean, it had my heart rate up. I was sweating. Yeah. It was tough, but in a good way. I mean, finishing it was a battle, but thankfully, that is a good thing that I did have a workout partner. I had AJ there with me to help me push me through it, and we did finish the workout. Which I don't really give this guy kudos, but I'll give him kudos.
Brian
today.
didn't finish the workout.
This guy, I didn't do my little
15 minutes at the end on the treadmill.
15-minute walk.
Oh, you got to do it, dude. I know you ain't getting your steps in throughout the day, Brian. You better get on that dang treadmill.
AJ, take your shirt off.
That's like, like what? What
I'm sorry.
the?
I'm sorry.
I'd like to give a shout out to man. I spent a couple of weeks with AJ working this program. I think it's killer, man. It's a good change of pace. It's good to always kind of take that step, especially for those of you that are really big into the powerlifting or heavier weight, less reps. It's really good to take that time off.
Yeah, step away from the barbell.
Drop the ego, step away from the barbell, get those reps in. I loved how my heart rate was up consistently throughout the whole workout. Mm-hmm. Really good for the cardiovascular for those of you that want to go for more of a hybrid kind of stance on your workout, or you just whatever your job is, or for whatever reason you need a little more cardiovascular edge. I thought it was great.
Yeah, even just challenging yourself, just trying something new.
Don't underestimate the power of walking on the treadmill, man. Put that incline up.
Yeah,
get them steps in. Pop your headphones in. Listen to a podcast.
That's right.
That's
right, Brian.
And it works wonders.
Yeah,
that's it, dude.
Videos, drumming videos.
Yeah,
like documentaries type shit.
I mean, I should have.
That's where I edit my videos and stuff. Sometimes is on that treadmill.
No, I do love it. I love it, but I did not. I was, boy, I'm not gonna lie. I was hungry. I was too damn hungry. I was like, bro, I gotta go get something to eat.
No, and we can dig more into the program next week.
Order a pizza.
Get some calories in.
But yeah, that's another aspect. We can't outwork a bad diet, guys. Okay, I don't care how hard you fucking work. You cannot outwork a bad diet.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back a little bit. Okay.
Disagree with that one on this one.
I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit because you're right. No, you're absolutely right. You cannot outwork a bad diet, but having a pizza one day out of the week is
and we talk about that all the time. Yeah, we talk about
not a bad diet.
There's a take on it. I forget the.
That's what I'm gonna say. Now, if I were to go back, let's just say if I had pizza all week, then yes, absolutely. Yeah. But you can have that pizza. It goes back to something that we've talked about numerous times on this podcast: portion control. And sure, I could eat a whole fucking pizza today, but again, I did. But again, it's a small pizza. It's gluten free. Lena, give us some fucking pointers. Don't be a brat. But anyways, portion control is the main thing. So I don't think a pizza after a good long day, a very active day for me, to say the least.
I was gonna say, good.
So but that's my only contradiction with that. Like I said, but if you were to have pizza every day or eating like shit every day, yes, you have a bad diet. Yes, you cannot outwork it. But if you're just gonna have that one pizza after a long day, after whatever,
no, then that's not a
absolutely.
That's not a bad.
But I'm gonna give kudos to AJ one more time because he does good on, like I said, he did help me out today. He does help Adam. Just having that gym partner helps tremendously.
Accountability.
Sometimes I give AJ a hard time about it, and vice versa. Sometimes I give AJ a hard time about it.
So we need.
But it's all about accountability at times. When appropriate, when not necessarily appropriate, but it's all about accountability. AJ it has been doing a great job about accountability. So I do want to shout out AJ for that, for accountability. So AJ, for today, you get a good old whack.
Oh!
I do want to touch up on a point. Not to contradict either one of y'all, but kind of to compliment what both y'all said and kind of blend it. The most progress that for me personally at least, I like growing up when I got into the fitness industry, man, it's just like it's an abundance of information And for anybody that's even slightly a perfectionist, you're gonna learn all this stuff, and you're gonna try to do stuff so strictly, and you're gonna forget that progress and success is not linear, right? So it doesn't matter, even if your 100% today is 10% of what it was yesterday. You show up, you do what you can. And so what I'm trying to say is, if you want to eat the pizza, eat the damn pizza. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be super strict to a model. But understand, though, caveat to that is, if you do eat that pizza, you've got to be able to balance out on the back end tomorrow. So understand that you might need to be a little more strict tomorrow. But if you can find yourself not trying to be a perfectionist and understanding that success isn't linear and that every day is going to be a little different, as long as you just show up, you put the work in, do what you can. Just do what you can. Stay in harmony. Give your 100% every day. Well, 100% doesn't mean you're actually giving 100%. It's just 100% of what you can give that day. But just understand that you might need to regroup at the end of that day.
Wham bam.
Do something a little differently the next day to be able to balance it out, to be in harmony. But
Absolutely.
I think there's a thin line between getting out of the boundaries of all that. It can kind of be muddy waters, but at the same time, it's kind of liberating once you reach that point. And I made the most progress ever in my fitness or any kind of area of my life when I just kind of, you know what I mean, understood that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and if I can piggyback off of that, because a lot of people go back to motivation, like, oh, I don't have motivation to do this. But if you're consistent, if you just show up, you know, and like I said, like Adam said, if you just give it that however much you got for that day, and the next day you might have a little bit more. Sure, maybe the next day you might have a little bit less, but then the next day you have more. It's all about being consistent, you know. And by the end of the month or whatever it is, you're going to be way better.
Me and him go to the gym all the time. Like, there'll be days where, whether it's one of us or neither one of us, but for whatever reason, we drag each other into the gym. We get there, and we feel like crud the whole workout.
Yeah,
but
just the other day, it was Monday or Tuesday or whatever. We did not want to go.
But one of us will say it. We'll be like, we're already here, man. Like, we did most of the work. And so we just kind of, even if you're on autopilot, you're there.
Yep.
And that's most of the struggle.
And I honestly, even for not even wanting to be there, I felt, because like I said, I gave what I had that day.
Those are the days you feel the most.
And like, I felt like I got a pretty decent workout in. But like Brian said, to go off what Brian said, actually, motivation's cool in the beginning. To keep it going on, though, for days, years to come, it's about discipline.
Yep.
Yeah. Momentum, but I understand that's not going to last forever.
No, absolutely not.
You're going to have to go back to that discipline.
Because I know me, I've always been like, oh, I need some motivation to go to the gym. I need some motivation. Like, oh, what am I? No, it's all about just showing up. Just show up. Just show up. Like I said, the days that I did not want to go, but I drug myself to go to the gym, I've actually performed the best. You know, it's just like, it's crazy the endorphins your body gives out and how much when you're there and actually overcome that, you feel so much better. And then when you leave there, it's like a different person. It really is.
Yep. Till you want it as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful.
Woo!
That brings me back to one of the podcasts and with Terrence. Whenever he was talking about, whenever you asked him about motivation, how do you stay motivated and stuff like that, and you know, you were saying the same thing. We're like, dude, how can I keep going? How can I stay motivated?
Like I said, I brought it back up because, like I said, I asked him just because he was boxing at the time, and he's still in phenomenal shape, and he was back then. And I was like, bro, what is it that you do? What keeps you motivated? You know, to keep going? Because you know, like I said, even till this day, sometimes I say motivation, like what motivates you? How do I get motivated to go work out? And he said, man, you got to I'm not quoting him, but he pretty much told me, like, motivation, you got to throw that away. You know, it's all about being consistent and just showing up. You know, there's days where he doesn't want to go. There's days where I don't want to go. There's days where, you know, people don't want to go. But it's all about showing up, you know. And sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, dude, I'm showing up to work every fucking day. I don't want to be there sometimes, but I still show up. So at least I can do for myself is show up to the fucking gym, because that's benefiting myself, not nobody else but myself. You know, so sometimes I think about that too. I think about that too. Like, I'm over here doing all this to go to work, but I won't do all this just to go to the gym. You know, so that's just something else that maybe you guys can take and use that as well to maybe go to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple of things that I on that topic, and it's either an either or topic. You can't really, I mean, you can, whatever. But not to get all too bro on the podcast.
No,
here,
good
but
bro.
David Goggins, right? So like he makes a valid point. You know what I mean? He talks about his little cookie jar analogy. And then he talks about like on the days where you're not very motivated and you are struggling to find the discipline to get up and to do whatever it is you need to do, whether it's going to the gym, going to work, or whatever. Reaching into your metaphorical cookie jar here and finding an emotional reason, right? Because we understand somewhat. I mean, I'm no psychologist here, so correct me if I'm wrong. But like as you get older, it takes more of an emotional event to kind of change your habits
Mm-hmm.
and to change your thinking, whatnot. So like if you can tap into your past or wherever you need to tap into, find an emotional reason to kind of ignite that spark again to get you in there. That's your why. Figure out your why, and you know what I mean? Because you need a why for everything.
Absolutely.
You need a why. Why am I here? You know
No,
what
I
mean?
agree
So
with
that'll
that.
get you in there. But then there's the other aspect where I kind of think back in the day, just kind of objectively black and white, is like way back in the day, people didn't really have the time and the luxury to sit and think about a why. They just had to do it because it
Yep.
needed to be done. You know what I mean? And so, of course, they didn't have fucking 4-star gyms in every town, you know what I mean, to go and clock in and lift up that heavy weight. But you know what I mean? It kind of amazes me how these newer generations are coming here. We're so obsessed and intrigued by the topic of motivation. You don't always need motivation.
Yeah.
Just do it because you know it needs to be fucking done.
Absolutely. And like
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
for me, sometimes, like I said, I go back to like
Anthony said
why I
this
haven't
is
been
my
so, I haven't hit my goal for health and fitness, whatever it might be. So that kind of is my why sometimes, to get up and go like, okay, well, I'm not this strong or whatever it might be. So just get up and fucking do it, Chuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, at the end
Something
of the day,
that
I
I
mean,
was good.
the way I look at it, honestly, is like with the old man, with my dad, just hearing stories about like when I was in the army, I was doing this. When I was an iron worker, I was doing this. The dad lore, you know what I mean, right? You're tracking, but like the dad lore, right? You hear these stories like when Easton and Maverick are older, right? You're
Oh,
telling
yeah.
them stories, and they'll be like, "Whoa, my dad did that," and then they'll hear stories from Theo and AJ, and they'll be like, "Whoa, Theo did that." That's why I do it. That's my why.
Mm-hmm.
I
There
just
you
think
go.
that's cool. I was always fascinated about like, yo, my dad was doing this, this, and this. My dad's a badass. So that's why.
Yeah, that.
When it eventually,
that's
whenever, if I ever have kids, hopefully I do one of these days. Shout out to the
When? Did you
to
say
the-
when?
To the broad.
But yeah, even like telling the nephews about like, yeah, when I was in the Navy, I was doing this. Whenever I was doing this, I was doing that. You know what I mean? So that's why too. What did that guy say? I taught Pops everything he knows.
Yeah, yes, he did. Shout out Kyle. He
I'm
taught
telling
him.
him. I'm telling him, Tony. I'm telling him. He's gonna whoop your ass.
Oh yeah. You know, I always say this, and yeah, especially to you guys, dude. I'm gonna stay in the game forever. Okay, I'm gonna be on top of my shit nonstop because I can't let you mother suckers freaking whip me at anything. Anthony, nope. Especially my kids.
Hey,
Anthony
Omar.
was neck to neck with me at one point, and then Anthony, where did you go, dude? Get back up here.
He's
and
there.
let's do
He's there.
this thing, dude.
Oh.
Let's do this
Omar,
thing.
with
Let's not let these minions whoop us on
no due
anything.
respect.
With no due respect.
Once I got taller than you, dude, shut the fuck up.
Ah, nope. Nope. Even then, dude. Nope. But that's my why.
Boy, you don't fucking talk to me like. I'll tell you what,
Which
you
is-
call me anything you want.
Hey, look, this was a really good episode of
No,
Cheers to
yep.
Health.
Hang on. Time out. Yeah, we're wrapping it up. But what's to come? What's to come is I'm working on the freaking golf video. Okay, the golf video is finally gonna be completed. It's gonna be the Christmas gift for our viewers.
For
Okay,
me too, fuck.
it's gonna be a little. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
we'll
something
push it.
different.
Take your time on it, though. I want you to take your time on it because, like I said, there's a lot of material we got there. I want it to be somewhat half-assed decent. Okay?
We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's gonna get done. And like we mentioned before, we are gonna have the Christmas episode next week. Okay.
We're not wrapping it up yet, so just fucking hang your
Oh.
britches.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we're not wrapping it up.
No,
Oh,
we're
okay.
not.
Oh, he's excited over here.
I'm going home.
AJ's fucking going home.
I got work in the morning.
No,
I'll walk home.
no, he doesn't. He thinks he does, but he's
He's on the road with him.
That dude ain't got whatever.
Oh, what do you know about waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning?
This is for the people, homie.
I used to
Fuck
do
the
that.
people.
I used to do that all the time. I stopped
No,
doing
you
that just
didn't.
like last
Shut
year.
up.
Wait, no, Omar and Anthony, I'll give them both some credit. When they used to work construction with the old man, they would party all fucking night, and somehow, some miracle, these fuckers would be. I mean, thankfully for Omar, because Anthony, Omar had to pretty much carry this son of a bitch to work.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's neither here nor there. But they did it.
He said, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Hey,
Yeah.
my bad for being smarter than these idiots.
The people want more, man.
Come on, dude, sit down.
Yeah, see that? See
My
that?
cousin.
No,
No.
it's 4
dude.
fucking people on here, dude.
Hey, go ahead.
Yep.
Show up in the comments
See that?
section.
So yeah, I mean,
We
what?
party all
That's
night
that
and
one
party all
saying
day.
that I heard from what's his name? Nah, I can't
Actually,
remember his
don't have
name. I
a
always
fat
forget his
chick laying
name.
on him, so he's ready to go.
But he says,
well, sit your ass down.
Shout out to Gizmo.
but he
Shout out
says,
Gizmo.
what does he say? He says, party all night like it's Friday. Wake up
No,
like it's
party
Monday.
every day.
Thursday.
Party every day
Is
like it's Friday, and
Okay.
then wake up every morning like it's Monday morning.
Yeah,
It's all
Yeah.
Thursday, man.
yeah. Get your shit together, but
pretty
still
much have fun every night.
have a good time.
then wake up and
have a
get
good
after
time.
like it's a Monday morning.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next topic. What's going on? We're carrying on. The show.
See
must
that?
go on.
This
See
show
that?
is going
Anthony
on.
knows what's
Omar.
up. Yeah.
Omar, we're gonna keep this going, dude. We're feeling
Keep it
good.
going.
The vibes are going. Let's
It's a
keep it
holiday
going.
Special.
Yeah, it's a pre-holiday special, so let's keep it going. Man.
Pre-holiday.
I
Yeah.
got this fucking mustache fucking coming in hot.
So, all right, let me get a refill. I wasn't.
What the fuck was he
I
doing?
saw his reflection in the mirror.
Adam,
Gizmo
Adam,
over there
are you
trying to
taking?
whoop somebody's ass?
Is Brian or AJ gone or what?
No,
He's
he's
right.
here.
He's right.
Okay.
We're good. We're good, Omar. We're on.
Yeah, that was a good point. AJ, go change your diaper real quick, and I'm gonna go get a brewski real quick.
Shut up,
Get
Omar.
a Mississippi Cup, warm it up in the microwave.
Stupid idiot. AJ,
Man,
go
He's on
change your
formula, so he's
So-
kind of soft.
One day, like I said, next week we
These
are.
guys couldn't hold our hard hats. Fuck you, Tony.
Next week-
Okay, I was getting on to Brian for talking mad shit, but I couldn't hold your hard hat. I piss in your hard hat, homie.
I probably
Because you couldn't hold the son of a bitch.
I probably could hold him. I don't know how big he is. You know, could have a big dome on him.
No, he's got a what? The fuck?
The dome on the head.
Yeah.
This head.
My boy's got a big old dome on him. But
I've heard from
Let's go.
reliable resource out at the jungle that Tony does not.
so today, what's his name? Mr. Adam Baker is gonna be singing for us.
Cheers to helicopter hours.
Yeah. BTS behind the scenes.
So y'all ready for this? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Melekaliki Maka is the way that we say Merry Christmas and how. Oh yeah.
Yeah, relax.
Melek. Oh, we still going?
I love it.
Yep.
So let's talk politics, yeah?
So
Let's talk about
no,
that.
no.
Let's make a business plan.
Adam.
Yes, sir.
Adam.
What's up?
So
Shout out Donald
tell us your
Trump.
story, man. Hey, while we're on here, tell us a little brief overview about yourself. Tell us who you are and
Man,
what you've been doing, dude.
Overall,
No, time out. We're gonna start with Adam Baker from high school. I met Adam Baker whenever he was in junior high or middle school because he was wrestling with AJ. And this guy came over. He would come over and be a little asshole, dude. I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Not
He
typical.
he was cool as shit, dude. I loved Adam from day one, dude. He was so cool and always funny, and he was a wiry little fucker. I'll tell you that much. But he was cool as shit, and I'm thankful that he finally came back. I don't know what I think
furlough.
he was on furlough, whatever the fuck that
Let's
means.
call it that.
He was on furlough, and he came back around, and I mean, very, very grateful for that, and good to have him back, honestly.
Yeah, man. Born and raised in Guthrie, Oklahoma. God rock.
Guthrie,
G-Town.
He's got a sister too.
Yeah, Brian don't know about that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You know his sister.
I've heard of her.
Let's talk about it.
I
Uh-oh.
never heard of her.
Uh-oh.
Never heard of her actually.
No, yeah, man. Born and raised in Guthrie. I don't remember the exact day. Honestly, I hate to say that, but I don't remember the exact day that I met AJ. But before that, really just family.
It was June 29th of 1990 when they met.
That's when it was. Skiing trip and
Uh-oh.
Yep. So
Nah, it would have been
Same page.
7th grade during wrestling season. Because
get a room. Fuck you, dude.
we had talked, like, your mom had lived up the road here. And then you were like, hey, man. Because I was walking home from school, and you were like, can I just, like, come kick it with you until my dad can pick me up? I was like, yeah, sure. And then, like, for the next fucking 6 years,
Next thing you know, we're just like,
I was just
peas
stuck
and
with this
carrots,
stuff.
boy. Or whatever he said.
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
No, man. Yeah, so growing up, the youngest of four, pretty rugged household. Just to get this out of the way, I'm not one to tell anybody on this podcast what they should do. I think if I'm going to bring anything to the table, I can at least tell you what not to do.
And that's kind of what we're about. We're not necessarily trying to tell anybody what to do. We're just trying to advise them on maybe what not to do or maybe in the right direction. We're not trying to tell you how to live your life, but maybe how, a better route to take. But sorry, go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
and that's a good point. It's a community. We're trying to build a community where people can go to no matter what situation they're in. Everybody's got their failures, whatever. Then we learn from it, and this is what we kind of build from that.
In the day of social media and whatnot, there's a lot of idols and whatnot that false prophets that seem to know the way, and that's what I like about this podcast. It's just raw. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect on here. Nobody acts like it. It's just all sharing experiences. And one day he drugged me in here, so here I am. But anyways, back to your question. Grew up a musically inclined family.
Big time. Big time.
Oh,
She's
shit.
Very.
Not anybody's like super big, but shout out to my cousin Wyatt Baker on the road with Josh Malloy. I'd like to give a shout out with him. If anybody,
Hey, if they need a harmonica player, dude, I can play the harmonica.
Oh, Omar,
we
time
have
out.
a buddy. We have a buddy. Oh wait, you're the harmonica player.
Time out. We were just
That's
talking
our guy.
about this, bro. So
That's our
me
guy.
and Adam are gonna break out the guitars. AJ
Yeah.
got the drum. Bro, we need the harmonica. The harmonica is so under.
All right, guys. Hey,
It's so underrated, but we need it. But yeah, time. Pause. Go ahead.
So yeah, man, growing up, just like, I'm nobody special. So, I mean, like a lot of us, grew up not wealthy, financially struggling, having to share rooms with the siblings. Went through some chaotic years as a family, but, on a good note, something I have to say about my family is we always stuck together growing up. I mean, we went through everything, the good and the bad together. And I always appreciated that about my family. And then somewhere along the line, I got into wrestling. My dad was a welder growing up for his 9 to 5. Aside from, as he got older, he started having kids and whatnot and settled down. Before that, he was a really big fiddle player. But then he started settling down, had kids. So then somewhere along the line, he met a dude that was really big into wrestling. He was the head coach for Guthrie Youth Wrestling, Curtis.
Shout out Curtis.
Hey, shout out Curtis. Curtis is cool, man.
No,
He really
Curtis
is.
is probably one of my, honestly, just biggest idols in general.
He really
A
is.
big
Grew up
mentor
in
for a lot
Guthrie,
of us.
wrestling. I think he wrestled at UCO.
Hey, shout out Curtis because he said fuck AJ because he's not a good wrestler.
No,
Good ref.
Real,
Hey.
real guy. He is.
Dude.
I mean,
Wrestle him.
I respect Curtis's opinion about wrestling over anybody
No,
else's.
Curtis really is honestly like I'm not a wrestling person, never wrestled, but Curtis is honestly a very genuine person and very great guy. Honestly,
Yeah, I think a lot of us in the wrestling community can really give credit to Curtis to really getting us into the field, or even if for whatever reason we found our way into the field. Somewhere along the line, Curtis made a big impact on us in the youth program. And then from there, towards the back end of my youth program, I met AJ. My family had lived just a couple of blocks down the road from AJ, and both of us walking home from school. I met this turd, and then from there, we was just stuck together like peas and carrots.
or shit.
So then from there, just doing the normal small town shenanigans. Yeah, nothing special. After high school, I moved out of Guthrie, kind of spread my wings a little bit, learned a little bit more about life, what it was like to get out of the nest. Found my way joining the Guard, the Army National Guard.
Shout out to Army.
Weekend warrior. As soon as I joined, went on deployment, got to spend a little time in Africa, just kind of hanging out. Not really doing anything major, but nonetheless, it was a really cool experience. Came back, got hooked up with this guy and Alex Fields, who was a guest on y'all's podcast. All three of us go way back.
Shout out Alex Fields,
good buddy of ours.
All right.
And so ever since then, we've just been kicking it, going to the gym, doing the weekend warrior stuff. That's really about me, man. But like with the nitty and gritty, I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Got hurt a lot of people, done a lot of dumb decisions, had a lot of good times, anything and everything in between. So, like I said, no one's special.
Yep.
But if anybody's looking for some raw, uncut advice on what not to do, it's kind of what I'm here for, man.
join our Patreon. No, I'm just kidding.
So what would you say is one of the biggest obstacles that you've overcame in your life, as in like maybe you went through this big struggle where mentally you weren't there, but then you found a way to kind of get there?
Man, that's been the past. Like it's been a common theme of my life in general. Just kind of showed up in different areas, but the most recent one was I know a couple of people that might have gone through this. I don't know if it's God's way. I don't know if any of you believe in God or not, but I'll speak my beliefs as I believe in God. And the time that me and my lady found out that we were having a baby, it was right about that time that started testing our relationship, our solidity of our relationship, and then really the finances. And everybody in a relationship, finances plays a huge role.
Absolutely.
Whether we wanted to or not.
Yep.
Really started testing that. And I'm not even going to sit here and say that we've overcame it, because we're still struggling to this day, in all kinds of ways. But nevertheless, we always find a way to get through it. I would give most of the credit to people helping us. It takes a community.
There you go.
We'll do it on ourselves. I even get shout out to this man. He's on my for us.
You always need that support.
Never.
AJ might be the biggest asshole, but he's got the biggest heart as well. So shout out to AJ. Yeah,
he might be a meathead on the outside.
Yeah, he might be a big piece of shit. The biggest asshole you've ever met in your life. But that motherfucker's got the biggest heart. I mean,
Anybody watching this, don't ask me for shit. I'll tell you to kick fucking rocks.
When it comes to relationships,
because AJ is like, I mean, he is an asshole. No disrespect, I mean, to some degree, but AJ is an asshole. He will tell you to fuck up. So I mean,
oh yeah, no, that's
for being there for Adam and his old lady.
Oh yeah,
it really is. I would say a God's gift. AJ has been a God's gift to Adam and because vice versa. I mean, whether AJ knows it or not, I mean, they are helping AJ mentally, whether he realizes it now or not. But not being by yourself or being there, really is beneficial. To him. He might not see it now. He might be fucking, whatever. But it is, man. And like I said, kudos to AJ, though.
It has been a good time.
It really has,
Adam and Paige at the house.
But it really is. And like I said, But Adam
You know,
said it's just God's way of working. It's crazy,
Yeah.
and sometimes we don't understand it. Like that one song. Some of God's greatest gifts are left unanswered. And that goes back to this. Sometimes we don't know why it is like this, but it is like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
I can't give enough kudos to AJ as much.
I was thinking about that. Oh yeah, for sure.
This guy is. This guy got a big heart, man. And it's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I agree. That's something that me and Kelsey talk about. We're like, oh, he might be an a-hole, but you know what? He's got a good heart. Okay,
don't
he's
fucking
good
talk
with
about
the
me.
boys.
I'm glad you guys are saying the same thing I am, because he's a fucking asshole.
He's a fucking asshole.
That's my
No, the boys, they love you. But Adam.
Hold on. Let him finish up what he's saying real quick.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, like, yeah. As soon as we found out we were having a kid, because I mean, it's my first biological kid. She also has a daughter, a 4-year-old daughter. So it's kind of her second round of disco, but nevertheless, it was the same lesson. Like, as soon as we found out we were having a kid, man, it's like everything started testing us, Because I mean, like, no matter what age, no matter what you got going on in life, you never really feel ready,
Mhm.
And once you find out you're having a kid, it'll really hit you. And yeah, man, we've had a lot of people to really help us get through as far along in the journey as we are right now, to really help us keep going. Shout out to AJ and a lot of the family. That's been our biggest, one of many. I mean, I've had a lot of challenges in my life, but the most recent one was definitely that. Just leaning on God, learning how to ask for help, learning how to accept help, learning that you can't do everything.
That's a big one.
You can try all you want, especially as a young man.
Yeah.
Growing up, you think you got to do everything yourself. You can't speak up. And it's really been a lesson and a really valuable piece in the testimony. And one day I think it'll all work out.
It will.
I think it'll, hopefully it'll come back and repay AJ and those that have helped us. And it'll be a really good part of all of our testimony. So.
No, absolutely. Great job.
No, that's
great.
That's big right there. Are you married or just in a relationship or is that, what's that?
The relationship, we're not married yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all are going to?
Hey, fuck off, dude. Who the fuck are you, dude?
What? Who are you talking to right now?
Judgmental ass. You.
No, I'm just asking. No, I was about to say something. If I wasn't rudely interrupted,
Fuck you.
I'm
dude.
asking.
Sorry.
I'm asking because.
Then had the kids, but life happens.
No. I'm not, dude. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. There's a lot of things that going into a relationship. There's gonna be a lot of obstacles. A lot of obstacles, and some of the biggest ones, and the things that hurt a relationship, whether it's marriage or just a girlfriend or something like that, is the top ones that I think I read were money, finances, sex. Because I mean, hey, we gotta, it's just part of. And kids, okay? Kids can be, if we can't agree on how we're going about this, that's gonna put a strain. But you guys have to compromise. You guys got to find a medium there where you guys can be together and support each other. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's y'all two and that kid, or kids, or whatever it may be. It's now y'all are a team, so y'all gotta get it together and do the best that you can.
Yeah,
but you got this, dude.
Young as her and I are, we've already we've already had some discussions like that. We've had some trials and tribulations and goes at it. Me being her allowing me to step inside of her world with her other daughter. I've gotten to, share some responsibility and kind of figure out my way of going about things. It is, man. Like those three topics, honestly, we experienced all three. I'm not one to hide our mistakes. Right?
Hey, and if you can knock that out, man, hey, you got this. Just stay positive. And you got Brian. AJ, you got the C2H gang here. Okay, you got Anthony.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but overall, man, it's been.
What? Hey,
it's
why
been
you
cool.
hating, dude?
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying you say 2 bachelors gonna help this motherfucker out, but that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
man.
all you need, hey, you need support. You do need support.
But no, absolutely. Well, one thing I do, I don't know if any of y'all said this, but relationship is gonna be 50, but not 50-50, but it's gonna be 100% from both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they say it's 50-50. You know, you get 50, I get 50. But no, it's gonna take 100% from you and 100% from her. You know, so there is no like you both have to be in it to win it. You know,
Yeah.
for there's others to it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You both have to be 100% in that
Oh, yeah.
stuff. I believe again, but you're talking
No, I
to a
agree.
bachelor here.
No, I agree. And what I'm gonna say is, you can't be like, back in the day where you come home and be like, oh, where's my food at? Where's my stuff at? Can't be like that, man. Sometimes people have.
I disagree with that. No, I disagree with that.
No, we can't be like that, dude. Okay, there's got to be a little bit in between. Okay, there's got to be a little bit in between.
Disagree.
A couple of things that, like, no, I mean, we haven't mastered it by any means, but one, at least on my behalf, my personal experience, a couple of things have been big for us, or big realizations for me. Because I always heard the term growing up. I heard a lot of older guys saying it's better to be happy than to be right. And growing up, getting into relationships, especially in my younger 20s, I try to I made still to this day, making a really big mistake of not giving that equal give and take, like you said. Like, not every day are you going to come home and she's going to have a meal ready. But
Yeah.
dive deeper into that, like, sometimes, like, and I never really understood it until I went through it, but understand, like, it really is better to be happy than to be right. You'll find yourself throughout the day, at least for me, wanting to nitpick or just jump to being defensive or argue, justify a case, and then kind of realizing at the end of the day it's silly.
Yeah.
And what's more important is that we love each other. We need to have a good day. It's important that we need to have a good day. You know what I mean? So just kind of biting my tongue. Not in a sense where you're building up resentment, but like really truly understanding, like, hey, this isn't really a big deal. Maybe I just haven't had a nap, or maybe I'm a little hungry, or, you know what I mean? Like, it might be a little silly reason.
You just need a Snickers bar.
Well, it's time.
A little Snickers, you know what I mean?
I'll go back to that going 100 and 100, okay? Because again, let's just say if you come home and there's no dinner cooked. What's wrong with you calling and ordering a pizza? That's doing your 100%. What's wrong with you calling and ordering some fucking takeout? You know what I'm saying? You know, just because the lady is not feeling well, you can still do your part as a man or as a woman, you know, or even if it's a woman, you know, whatever. I don't feel like cooking. That's cool. But I know so-and-so is going to show up at this time, and they're expecting dinner at this time. So what do I need to do to get that? Go get some Wingstop? I'll order some fucking Wingstop right now, you know?
Wingstop.
But don't leave your person. Let's just say I get home first, and I'm in charge of taking care of dinner that night or whatever it might be. I want to make sure that there's dinner. If I cook it, cool. If I don't, I'm going to order something. You know, that goes back to the 100 and 100. You know, you do your part, I do my part, but we have to be in sync. And if for whatever reason you don't feel good or whatever it might be, your other partner should understand that. And, you know, again, it's all about being there for each other and understanding and going back to that harmony, you know, you know. Not all of us are perfect. We all have our flaws, and we all have to work together at the end of the day, you know, to make it work.
But you know, if you do have an agreement where, hey, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, let's say, okay, so if I'm working all day, all I ask for you is cleaning the house and, you know, cooking. If that's an agreement, that's cool. But then if you feel like there's an issue where maybe you are having one of those days where I'm not up to the potential of doing this or whatever it is, that's where communication is key. So that at the end of the day, that is what it is, communication. If that's an agreement, if that's something that needs to be done, then just communicate. Don't just let it linger, like Adam was saying. Don't let it linger and then resent it. Say it right then and
And
there.
that
Say
goes
how you
back
feel.
if I can, that goes back to what I was saying in the last podcast about assumptions. Okay, we're assuming
Mhm.
that you're gonna come home and cook dinner, but if you just communicate and say, "Hey, I'm not feeling good," dinner's not gonna be ready, or can you pick something up, or can you order whatever it might be. If you communicate, but
Yep.
assuming both of y'all
Exactly.
assuming like, "Oh, he knows I'm not feeling good," or "Okay, I'm gonna come
Yep.
home and there's food gonna be done." That goes back to
True.
assuming, But if you just communicate with each other and say, "Hey, I'm not feeling good. Can you grab something? I'm not feeling good. Can you order something? Or I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna go ahead and order some pizza, whatever it might be." It kind of gets back to communication about telling your partner on what it is, and instead of assuming like, "Oh, I'm just gonna assume like, oh, she doesn't feel good, so she's gonna order something."
Or like even a big thing for like I said, I'm not one to hide our failures. So like me and my lady, like a big thing is, I don't know who else struggles with this, but like for me personally, when I hear the term communication is key, I grew up in a very vocal household, to where there was no filter. We just speak. You know what I mean? Like impulsively. So like to me, growing up, communication was just getting it out. But then I learned I went through a learning curve to where communication is not just getting it out. Communication is being able to word it, still being mindful of your partner's feelings. And I still struggle with this to this day. I mean, you can ask my lady. Being able to word it in a way that they can understand it, in a way that it's not, you know what I mean? And so like, and I was also going to touch up on like, for the guys out there, I mean, just like me, I mean, grow up in kind of old, like an older household, more old school, to where it's just kind of like, and not every old school household is like this, but in a sense to where like, when the man puts his foot down, the man puts his foot down. I'll tell you, man, at least from my experience, when your old lady is, especially when she's pregnant, I mean, you're gonna really have to set aside your ego.
Oh yeah, you gotta have patience.
But I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. But what you should do is step up to the plate, and you're gonna have to take on a lot of that, because her 100%, which kind of ties into everything we've been talking about, her 100% is not going to be a lot throughout those days, because she's having to get another child, another human being inside of her stomach. So her energy level is low.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like that, but you're really going to have to
Time out. Are you contradicting what I'm saying?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.
I love it.
But that is
so
good.
Intrigued by the fact of relationship. It's such a complex, like, there's no one system that works for everybody. And it's always such a constant learning thing. And I do love that. That's what I like about relationships.
AJ, what do you have to say about this, dude?
Yeah, time out.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. We divert our attention to AJ. AJ, do you have anything to say about relationship advice or anything?
How about
shit,
here it goes.
Open up and just let it out here.
You can at least say what not to do, man, just like the rest of it.
Yeah. There's a lot that you should not do within a relationship. But
you win some and you lose some, damn it.
Am I allowed to talk?
Sorry, boss.
Yep. He's about to go. He's about to go in.
There's a lot that you shouldn't do, and there's a lot that you should do within relationships. There's not a manual on this shit. It's not a new truck. You don't get an owner's manual.
Amen.
So you just gotta figure it out on your own. I mean, what works with you and your person.
It's like Matthew McConaughey said. No, hey, let's touch on your subject. It's like Matthew McConaughey said, you don't really find the answer in anything in life you don't just wake up and figure out that's what I got to do, or that's what I want to do. You figure out through process of elimination what doesn't work.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Just gotta keep living, man.
LIVIN.
I like that.
But yeah, like I said, like there's a lot of wrong and a lot of right that you can do. You just got to figure out what works for you and your partner. Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's it? That's all we're getting?
I feel like we're
Come on, man. You got more to
I
say.
feel like we're getting cut short here. Chat.
Yeah, we are.
I feel
What's
like
going
we're
on
getting
here?
cut short here.
Yeah, let us know.
So, okay,
But, no,
AJ,
you can open
AJ,
up
going through.
I said what I had to say.
All right.
Hang on, let me. Can I? Can I? Can
What
I?
do you want from me?
Why?
Can I?
Ask me. Just ask me
Okay.
what you want.
To speak a little bit on what AJ didn't say is it's
No,
a prime
fuck.
example that like guys are really black and white. You know what I mean?
No. So
For a majority, I would like to say. Go ahead, Elmore.
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
it.
yeah. No. What I'm gonna add is So looking back at previous relationships, I mean, you probably had, I don't know, 3 girlfriends in your life. So
That's dirty, dude. But I like
no,
it.
I'm just playing. But were there anything? Was there anything like that stuck out where you were like, ah man, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or maybe like, oh, maybe I could have done this better, or something like that. We kind of should have done that or shouldn't have done.
For me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, you need to go first and then we'll talk about it.
No, dude, there's a lot. I could have done different in past
No,
relationships.
I'm good. I can just grab one.
Honestly, I would say my biggest downfall is like Adam said. I'm a very cut and paste, black and white. Like what I say is what I mean, and what you say is what you mean. Like
Yeah.
there's no digging into it kind of stuff. But then also like there's times where me or my partner might dig a little too much into what we say. So you just really gotta like I said, you gotta understand what your partner is thinking. Whether you know what I mean. You gotta understand how each other communicates.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like I said, there's no owner's manual whenever you get into a relationship. You just gotta figure it all out as you go.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you say that, is it like whenever you say things, it might come off a little bit too blunt, or is it like maybe you're saying things that are just like surface level? Like let's say, oh no, you ugly, but it's not necessarily meaning that you're ugly. It's just like just playing around, or is it like a little bit?
I'm just gonna step in for a second. Okay. I feel like what it is sometimes I can be this way. It's like we said, we can be straight up, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people see that as there's an alternate motive. Is that the right word? There's an alternative motive. But like I said, me and AJ, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like if we say this, that's what we mean. You know what I'm saying? It's just straight up. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. We're more of a yes, no kind of thing instead of explaining ourselves.
It's like a really
just,
obviously sarcastic, or it's like a really
it can come off
straightforward.
It can come off as very sarcastic, but it's like no, yes. Like if they ask a question, it's just yes or no. You know, like do you like me? Yes. Do you want to be? Yes. And then they're like, well, why is there no explanation? But we're just like, I just answered your question. What are you talking about?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people like to dive into that, but like
They want
but
more.
I feel like, and I could be wrong about AJ, but I feel like AJ's that way, and I can be that way too, where I'm just like pretty blunt on how I feel and what I say.
I said what I said, bitch.
So it is what it is. So if we say something, it's just straight up like yes, no, yes, no. You asked the question, I answered it. There was no explanation behind it, but I just answered the question you just asked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes a lot of people can take that one way, and a lot of other people like to take it the other way. We're like, well, why did you say this that way? And they like to start deep diving, like what AJ said. They like to start making their own assumptions. Like I just said, assumptions comes back again, where we like to make assumptions. Just communicate. Which again is something I feel like AJ can work on and I can work on. That's one of my big.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
If I can just taking the spotlight from AJ, something I can work on as well is communicating a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborating.
I don't do very well is communicating how I'm feeling. Just because again, I feel like you and AJ and I were not really raised on communicating. You know, we were just pretty much yes
solid.
or no. That old school values, like Adam said.
Perspective.
Yeah.
And so it's something that we can truly work on, moving forward, is communicating and really expressing how we feel instead of just being really blunt about it. Like, yes,
That's
no,
the key.
yes, no. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's the key.
communicating. But yeah, I'll leave this alone at that, but I'll move it back to AJ. I'm sorry for taking his
No,
side.
you're good. But before that, you made a good point. A lot of people, we talk about it and we say, okay, yeah, communicate, but it's more about the feeling aspect, because we can say one thing, but they want to know how you're feeling.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. But that goes back to what I was saying, man. Like I said, it's not. It goes back to it. Like I said, if I feel yes, but you want an explanation behind it, but I just told you yes, I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
But why are you feeling me? Why are you feeling me? But I just told you I was feeling you. Well, why are you tripping? I just said I was feeling you. You know what I'm saying? But again, that goes back to what I feel like it's me and AJ's problem to some degree is not really elaborating on why we're feeling that person or whatever it might be.
Yeah. No, that's solid. And that's probably what me and Adam maybe lacked in at one point, where we couldn't really get that point across on maybe necessarily specifically on how we felt, or we showed the expressions, we kind of said what we had to say, but it was like digging a little bit deeper, and that's where people kind of, or our significant other kind of like, "Ah, this dude fucking doesn't want to do this or that." You know what I mean?
One thing that was really big for me was like, I'll communicate all you want.
Put your leather jacket on.
I tend to do it in the heat of the moment.
Put your leather jacket on, dude.
So it's like we'll get into something, we'll have a little disagreement. Emotions are starting to elevate, and that's when I want to get it all out. But at that point, maybe in my mind, I feel like I'm communicating, but once again, am I communicating in a way that compliments my partners? All kinds of things, communication style, their feelings, etc., etc. So like, we had to really, and man, do I hate this, but like taking a second to just breathe and to just kind of walk away for a second, because to me that just makes it feel like oh, it's not that important. You know what I mean? Like, we need to address it now. You know what I mean? But like taking a second to let it breathe for a second.
Yep.
Let the emotions go back down a little bit.
Yep.
And really think about what you're gonna say, and then communicating, not just to get it out, but really taking into account, like, are you communicating in a way that's respectful? Are you communicating in a way that elaborates really what you feel in detail? Because as men or whoever,
that's solid. Yeah.
By individual, are you actually going into detail, or are you just communicating in the way that you like to? But you got to make sure that they understand you. I mean, you really got to consider.
No, yeah.
Them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because that's the whole point of the
one thing I want to piggyback off of that a little bit is, I don't know if it's men in general, but for me, like I said, I need to step back. Just give me a moment. Let me think about it, and then we can touch base on it. But in my previous relationships, they're all about, I need to know right now, this, that's, that, that's, right now. It's all about right now.
So
but it's something that if you just give me a moment, if you just chill out, we can talk about it. And usually, if we talk about it like later on, after I calm down, we let all of our emotions run their courses, we can squash it. But right then and there, if you keep attacking,
it's just gonna keep feeding, fuel to the fire.
Nothing good's gonna come out of it. And that's what I try to tell my previous partners. Like, hey, just chill out. Let me just give me a moment. Let me just think about it. And we can talk about it in a little bit. But right now, your emotions are hot. My emotions are hot. Let's just take a step back and let's just chill out. But if you keep attacking, I'm just gonna say stuff that's gonna hurt your feelings. I know I am, and you know I am. And what happens, I end up throwing jabs, not it's usually blows, not good things that happens whenever you keep attacking. So if I can say anything, it's all about just taking that step back.
Hey, boy,
let me give him a moment, and let me take a moment as well, and then we'll touch base on this. Let me give like at least 15 minutes. 15 minutes is probably more than enough. But I don't know. If anybody else thinks different. But give me a little bit to kind of calm down.
And give me
yourself.
time to think. I'm thinking of more shit I can throw at you.
No, and I don't think that's right.
That depends. Yeah, that depends on the situation too.
I
Yeah.
don't think.
There are times like that.
But it's also on. Yeah, it's also on
That could be
how
something
you want to
something
throw that shit at them, though. Like if
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is more shit to throw at them,
Like
at
I
least you're
left
gonna
it.
throw it
I
at them.
didn't do the dishes one day. Okay, fuck you. You didn't do this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that.
That goes to my next point.
I'm
Because
cutting you off. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine.
No, I feel like I was like here.
It's like the ultimate goal should always be like in the beginning of a relationship, you guys come together. Metaphorically, you guys join the team together, and you're attacking the goal of life. You guys get all kind of excited.
No, you joined my team.
Bind together, whatever. Unless
See,
you're like this.
that's
guy.
what the problem is
But-
right there. That's what the
But
problem
somewhere along the line, you guys, whatever it means for you as a couple, you guys kind of split up into two different teams, and you start kind of like attacking each other, attacking the problem. That's something me and my older, we've talked about a lot. Learning how can we get back to where we realize we're on the same team, attacking the problem, instead of us with each having a problem attacking each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then if
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that's like AJ said, there's no script for this life thing.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it means for you, man. I do know, like, if we can somehow accomplish that, or just the people in general, if y'all can accomplish that, you're progress.
There's this saying that people say and that I don't agree with is the don't go to bed when arguments aren't settled. I don't agree with that.
To some degree, I agree with that, but then I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes dudes just need to sleep on it.
Because then you're just up till 4 a.m. bickering.
Yeah.
You just wake up.
Yeah, we're tired. We're grumpy. Like this, not making it better. Like we just sleep.
Sometimes I do agree with that, but sometimes I don't. But again, that's case by case.
Yeah.
But again, I'm going to go back to what AJ said. And if AJ decides that he wants to live in AJ's world, then that person needs to decide that, okay, this is the world that we're going to live in.
They got.
You know,
Have you seen that one? Have you seen that one movie? There's this new movie. It's on Netflix. It's called Subservient or something like that. Where they have a robot.
Yeah,
That's
I love it.
AJ's gonna have this robot. Okay,
Megan Fox
and-
is a hot boy.
Hey.
I watched that the other day.
That's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna get.
Dude,
That's the only way.
Get you a fucking bot. I'm not saying I would, but I would.
But I'm gonna get one just to watch that movie because
Boy. But anywho, like I said, it's all about communication. I'm gonna go back to communication. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna go back to AJ. If AJ says that this is the world we're gonna live in, then both of y'all have to understand that that's the world you're gonna live on. If Adam says that, we need to communicate. We need to find out what our equal medium is. Okay, and that's the world we're gonna live in. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the same thing I'm in. If we both agree on something, let's agree on that. Okay, but the main thing is about communication. For me, maybe Adam as well. We just need just a couple minutes to kind of just calm down, and we don't want to throw those low blows. But if you keep punching us, we have no choice but to. And again, I'm just speaking for myself now because I don't want to throw Adam under the bus. But if you keep punching us and punching us and punching, sooner or later we're gonna have to fucking let ourselves out. And usually it's not good stuff that we say,
And at that point, that's just the point where you need to walk away, and then that's it. Like a
person
come back
can
at
only
me later.
take so much of a beating.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you're in like just a
And this
little
is all
bickering
verbal.
match,
This is all verbal.
just a little bickering match with your old lady, like y'all are going back and forth. It's only a matter of time before somebody throws that jab.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that
I mean,
jab.
if you're at the bar, fucking arguing with somebody, it's only a matter of time before somebody throws that literal jab. You know what I mean? So everybody has that threshold, right? No matter what kind of encounter it is, and both of you have to be cognizant of that.
Yeah.
So like, especially in a relationship, because like they're saying, they don't want to do that. But if you keep pushing,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna fucking happen on either side. And I've seen it happen on both sides. So,
I know for my behalf, I don't know about Adam, but I know I'm just like, yo, let's just give me a minute. Let's just come back to it in a little bit, okay? I just need a minute. I usually try to communicate with my partner, okay? And if the partner keeps coming, I mean, you have to communicate on both sides. That's my biggest thing is communicate on both sides. You know, if your partner needs a timeout, let that motherfucker take a little break. You know,
Yeah.
give him his 15 minutes, and then if you still feel that heavy on your heart, and you talk about, okay, but hey, you know what, we had our moment. Hey, I just want to talk to you about so and so and this and that. You know, when you guys are both kind of cool, calm, and collected. But when y'all are
Yeah.
both
That's the
fucking not
'Cause
ready to
yeah.
that you should, that's not good.
Because
You know?
AJ brought up a good point. Because you could be like at a bar or something like that, and you're not in the right headspace. That's not the time and place. Definitely not. And if that just you have to do your best. If you are knowingly like in this position and know better, like bro, just walk away and don't
Yeah.
even
Well, in a bar,
give it
that's
any
fine.
attention.
But let's just in a bar, that's fine. I understand that 1,000%. But if you're at home and you live with this lady and you're going home to this and you have nowhere else to go,
God, old
you-
girl say something.
no. Don't worry about what you
It's
say.
like,
But
don't do that. Don't do that.
I hope this was just one person, if not however many people. But like I said, just give your partner that moment to take a breath, take a break, to kind of take that moment to take a deep breath and just relax and think about what he's got to say. Because if you keep pushing, there's nothing good going to come out of it. Okay. Just give him that moment to take a break and take a deep breath and then talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, nothing good's going to come out of it. If you keep pushing somebody, sooner or later they're going to break. Like AJ said, they're going to break.
No matter where you're at,
They're
what
going
you're
to
doing.
snap. There's no other explanation. They're going to snap.
If you look at it from like the military standpoint, in when you're in basic, in boot camp, whatever, they are trying to break you, right?
Yeah.
So they can build you back up. They're looking for that breaking point because they're pushing you, right?
Emotional buttons.
They're making you do push-ups, air squats. They're yelling at you, throwing all these tests at you, asking all these questions, whatever. They are trying to break you, and there's a moment for everybody to where you're like, dude.
And there's
What the
another
fuck?
topic on itself, man. It's not to interrupt you, but to make a point, there is another topic on itself is spouses that are in the military trying to coexist with a civilian spouse.
Mhm.
It might not be that big of a deal, but to me, there's a big difference.
No, it is.
There's a really big difference.
It is.
No matter what level of the military you're in, like you were saying, just even through a couple of months of boot camp. I mean, their whole goal is as soon as you walk through that door, they're trying to break you down and reshape you. And when you go home, you realize, like, just in those few weeks, that couple of months, it really had a big impact on you.
Absolutely.
And it rewired your brain a little bit. And another thing I was going to piggyback on was something that all three of y'all said was, like something recently. And I'm ashamed to say that I just recently learned it. But nevertheless, I learned it. And I'm not going to say I've mastered it yet, but realizing, like, everybody's got an emotional threshold, like AJ said. And I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Sometimes you're bad at it. So, like, for me, example, I wake up, and I'm a jokester. I like to be a jokester. I'm also very serious, I guess, but, like, overall, I like to joke. I like to joke, make light of situations. I really like the art of comedy, so, like, I like to say the most outlandish stuff and
Welcome to Cheers to Health.
anything in any way you can think to crack a joke and make light of a situation. And so throughout my day, it took a lot for me to kind of take a step back and realize, like, holy cow, holy moly, I'm pressing some buttons with my partner here, and I'm jokingly hitting some low spots for my partner who has a different threshold than me, a different sense of humor, a different mentality. And just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong.
No,
but it is different.
Yeah.
And because of my partner, I need to respect that.
Absolutely.
And for the longest time, I needed them to reshape into what I was used to, right? As a young boy in general, with that mindset, that's what we try to do. There came a point in time, most recently for me, where I had to take that step back, and I realized, like, I didn't realize, and you can relate it to dogs even. Yeah, so I'm not degrading
Dog,
anything,
see that?
but like
Should
there's
be
a
a
lot
dog
of
trainer.
That's a
for
man's
somebody-
best friend.
But like you got to realize. So let's put it in an example. Like you have a reactive dog, right? You get that dog out. You take it through the front door. You don't really do any threshold training. You just let it go out, and it gets super reactive. But you don't know any better, so it's like pulling on the leash. It's super excited. You just let it hop in the truck. It's bouncing around in the truck all day. You take it to the dog park, and then you don't make it sit. You don't make it wait. Without getting into the nitty gritty. You just let it go into the dog park. Mix it in with a bunch of dogs that it doesn't know, and then bam, he gets in a dog fight, right? But what you didn't realize, as a regular human, you're gonna think like, oh, I just met the wrong dog, they didn't get along. But what you didn't realize is it was a domino effect from the very first moment that you let it through out the door. And what I'm trying to say is like to relate it to your partner, and I'm not trying to degrade your partner to a dog, but just another perspective is like you might not have realized that as soon as you woke up and you started cracking that first joke, you might have hit a nerve with your partner. And then just little by little throughout the day, you start hitting nerves, and then bam, y'all get into an argument. You know what I mean? Because you surpass that threshold. It started as soon as y'all woke up. So you need to be mindful. You just need to be mindful of your partner, man. Just don't get complacent.
AJ.
Don't get complacent. The moment you stop trying to learn your partner, and I'm guilty of this too. Like I said, I like to air out my failures more than successes is complacency, man. You stop feeling like you need to learn your partner, and then you need to learn you more. I would say.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but I'm going to piggyback off that a little bit. Yeah. And that goes back to communication. If your partner is not a morning person, or if your partner did not agree with, the morning joke, whatever it might be, let's just say, hey, in the mornings, fuck off.
I was going to...
don't fuck with this guy.
I was going to say...
But it goes back to... And again, I could be wrong. Because again, I'm a bachelor, so shout out to any, shout out. But...
Young broads.
Whatever he said.
We need to...
But it goes back to communication. If you don't agree with something, or if you think like he said something offensive, whatever it might be, let your partner know, like, hey, I didn't really agree with what you said here. Can we maybe, not do this, or maybe do something different? Or if you're a morning person and you like to crack jokes in the morning, maybe go crack jokes with your dog and just leave me alone for the morning. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like the communication would be a big factor.
I want to hear.
I don't want anybody to change the way they are as a person because of their partner. You know what I'm saying? So if your partner,
exactly,
maybe go there and do that, because I don't want you to change who you are as a person, because that's who I allegedly fell in love with. So don't change you, but maybe go do that somewhere else, at least in the mornings. And then in the afternoon, if I'm, there still, whatever it might be.
So, AJ, I don't want to hear things that, sound good. I want to hear what you think. Like, what is your perfect person? Or what would you be like, oh, this is somebody that, I could see myself with and be like, oh. What's like the number one? What's like the number one characteristic? I guess you would say.
Just having a sense of humor, because
sense of humor. It's a big one.
This is a circus, right? You're joining the circus. So
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by that?
There's a bunch of shit that goes around. Within the whole family of us and like everybody I hang around with, we all joke around. Whether it's taking small little jabs, fucking whatever. Everybody I hang out with, it's a circus. So just be ready for the circus.
Shout out Robert. You want to be on the part of the team. You gotta meet Robert.
If you can't handle little jokes, little jabs every now and again, kick rocks, nerd.
But going back to what Adam says, it's a time and place for certain people where they don't really, maybe they are.
No, because even growing up, we all, no matter where we were, everybody was throwing little shots. Even at Thanksgiving.
No.
We all were like, and it was playful. Nobody really got mad but her.
Okay.
It was all very playful. I mean, but that's supposed to be a formal setting, right?
Absolutely.
But within our family, we fuck around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there's a little give and take. From
So
both
so with
sides.
with that being said, like I'm gonna jump in here real quick. Like I just said, if you're not ready to enter the circus, if you're not ready to, you know, take a little jabs here and there, then honestly, you don't want to be messing with the AJ or myself.
Yeah.
You know, because our family, AJ, me, possibly Adam, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna put Adam in there.
Yeah, most definitely.
But like I said, we like to have fun and we like to poke fun. And if we love you and if we care about you, we're gonna pick on you. There's no ifs, ands, or
Yeah,
buts
that's the
about it.
biggest sign to know
If-
that we
if
don't fuck
we
with you is if
like
we're not
you-
fucking with you.
We're gonna pick at you. We're gonna make fun of whatever the fuck you're doing. So if you can't deal with that, then yeah, like AJ said, sorry, you got to go, because every time we see you, we're gonna pick at that.
Yeah.
And you're
That's a
not
good
gonna like.
point.
I'm not gonna ask my whole family to change who they are
Yeah.
just to
No.
appease you.
Exactly.
There's a
Time out.
thin-
But then you look at it on the other aspect of it, where okay, this one person that is awesome, but my family doesn't like
no.
them.
Omar, time out.
So
No, I mean I get what all y'all are saying.
No, I get what you're saying, Omar. But if she can't handle, or if that person can't handle what the family's saying, she more likely is not gonna be able to handle what AJ's saying. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Because
Yeah.
AJ is cut from the same cloth. So AJ's gonna be cracking the same jokes, and guess what? Anywhere AJ goes,
makes
it's
sense.
the same shit that's gonna be happening. Because guess what? AJ hangs out with the same people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like-minded individual.
He's
Valid.
like with a like-minded individual.
Yeah.
So with all due respect, if you can't handle like some tough love, like that's all it is. It's love, but it is tough. And like I said, what we do is if we want to make sure that you're in and you're in about it, we introduce you to our dear Roberts. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So and that
Before
is
we
our-
introduce
our
before we introduce Robert,
So
Robert.
Pastor Robert, you're pretty much into the family.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
like I said, with all due respect to everybody,
So
to everybody, like I said, if
Yeah.
you can't deal with a little tough love, then I'll say AJ probably
No, that's
is not
good.
gonna stick. And that's
So- so-
I'm time out.
Can-
That's all there is to it. Like as much as I would love to say, well, that's the perfect person for AJ. No, it's not. If they can't hang, what AJ's deal breaker is, they can't hang with some tough love, and that's AJ's deal
Yeah.
breaker. That's all there is to it. Same thing with me. If you can't fucking like, I'm not like I just said. If you can't deal with my family's fucking tough love,
yeah.
I give tough love too.
No.
That's all there's to it. So if you can't deal with that, you cannot deal with me.
Then fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Because
Um.
I'm gonna give you the same love that they give you. Because like I said, on a day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
whatever they say to you, I'm saying to you. There's nothing different that they're saying to you that I'm not saying to you.
Yeah. So it's holiday season, right? And we got all these Hallmark movies and whatnot. And one of the things that you see that it's what?
Those are fake. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No. I'm coming up with like a scenario, okay? I'm over here entertaining, being the devil's advocate. So, with that being said, you see all these movies and stuff like that. You never know. There's people like this. So you see like a new boyfriend meeting their family for the holidays.
Your mic is fucked up, Omar.
I think that's Omar.
Is it mine? Is it mine?
Yeah, it's yours.
It's 100% you.
I'm here.
Chicken nuggets.
Can't hear you. Sorry. It's here. I just tried to close that fucking thing.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Did I lose? Am I losing connection? Hello? It's you guys' internet, dude. I lost you. Ah, great. Man. Okay. So we lost connection with the other fellers. Brian's phone disconnected. Sorry about that. And AJ is a little discombobulated. Is that the word? With the relationship topic, I guess we hit a nerve issue with that portion of the podcast or the live stream. But they will be back here soon. In the meantime, I'm gonna give him the link real quick, and I'm gonna finish my. Oh, yeah, he's still a little upset, which is fine. I mean, it's very common for these kinds of issues to occur with somebody who is, a little bit, confused about relationship statuses and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yep. Yep. Second. Okay. So
Hey, sorry
going
about
back
that,
to it.
chat. My phone. Such a
Of course,
popular
dude. It's
fucking
always
person. My
you,
phone died.
okay? It's always you.
Not. Uh,
But
but yeah,
nope.
go ahead, Omar. What were
Oh,
you saying?
dude, you're clearer now. It's more clear. It's better.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Quality's better. Damn it.
Hold on, Omar.
So next, politics. Religion. For all of you. I'm just gonna stop right there.
Omar,
What does he say?
I fucking can't hear him.
Hello, can you guys hear us?
I think he went to the bathroom.
AJ's checked out. AJ's ready to go home. Leave the chair alone. That guy on the right is drunk.
Who's right?
That'd be you. No, that'd be you. I don't know. They just say guy in the middle.
Joke's on them, idiot.
Yeah, right.
I'm the most wasted out of all of us. I just wanted to be
Hey,
quiet.
chat, we're back. I apologize about that. My phone did die.
Can you hear me now?
Back out, so we are
Can you hear me?
live and we are ready to go. Omar, are you talking? Because I cannot hear you.
Ah, mother.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. My fault. Yep.
That's fucking weird. I
My
just
bad.
clicked it on and off. Can you
No,
hear me?
you're good. Come on. What were you
Okay.
saying, man?
No, okay, going back. So it's holiday season, and you hear you see all these rom-coms, as you
Yep.
will, where this the boyfriend or the girlfriend comes to visit the parents or the family,
Yep.
and you have a family member or something like that, and it's like directed me to what you were saying with jabs, but in all these scenarios that you see on the Hallmark, it's like jabs of digging down, like, oh, you remember, like, well, this girl is blah blah blah, or like, oh, I bet you she can't do this, or maybe I can do this, or I'm better at this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
No, I feel like I get what you're saying, and those are I feel like are different jabs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because again, we are we understand as a couple. Again, I'm trying to generalize and just speak for myself, I guess. As a couple, we understand that we're going into
Hey, so
unmarked territory. You know, so I know. Let's just say if I bring a girl who doesn't know my family, you know, so in my head, I know I'm bringing her into unmarked territory. If that makes sense. So if she hears something that she's unaware of, that I know I have to try to explain to her what's going on there. You know,
Yeah.
if I dated whatever, like, oh, well, you dated a blonde head before, and I'm a brunette. So do you like blonde heads and you don't really like brunette? Like, no, like that's just what I did in the past, you know. So, whatever, we all dated different, whatever.
So whenever you think about like jabs in general, or well, like let's say for AJ's instance, or AJ.
Yep.
What kind of jabs do you expect for a lady or significant other? I mean, if you're into dudes, that's fine too. But what things would kind of, I guess, what jabs would be tolerated, and what jabs would be too much, if there is any?
I feel like, and I'm gonna.
she starts talking about my wiener. Fuck you.
Well, use that. So I feel like, for instance, for AJ, and I'm gonna go put myself in this category too. So let's just say if we go to a family gathering, this is not This is not like Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or Easter. This is more so like if we have a cookout, you know.
Yeah.
And she can't handle the simple banter that we have amongst each other of like, oh, hey, why are you wearing a leather jacket? You know, you look like such a tool.
Yeah.
That's just banter between the group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I know that from the jump, I know that, you know, that's not probably going to be good for Christmas whenever we really do have all the family for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Where we have all the family in there, where our family, we feel more comfortable speaking on each other. And again, our family to some degree is more old fashioned, where I'm not saying they're going to call you fat, but they're not scared to call me or our cousins fat if
Brian is fat.
If we gain some weight.
Yeah, I remember that's a way some of my people would, or like Mitiomoi or
but like Omar who's trying to touch up on is like, I mean that's kind of the, I guess you want to, it's the beauty of life. It's like who is in the position to I mean, I would say it's both, but like who's the one that's got to give or take, you know what I mean, in that kind of position, because your partner does matter, and they're a valuable human being. So who's to say that your family isn't the one taking it overboard? They're just used to that. And who's to say that your partner isn't being oversensitive?
Well,
you know what I mean? But, you know,
that's true.
You can't dictate that for them, and they can't dictate that for you. That's the beauty of a relationship.
Yeah, you can't.
If I can interject there a little bit. No. Like I said, you know your family. You know your significant other. So if that goes back to choosing, you know, and that goes back to your little Hallmark movie. So if you feel like your significant other is worth, you know, you maybe cutting off your family member who maybe says some inappropriate stuff.
That's even biblical.
You know, then that's what we got to do. But that goes back to you and yourself, and you holding yourself accountable for those actions.
So
you gotta follow your moral compass.
And that just goes back to being 100 with your partner.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that goes back to me. If I choose that my partner, you know, like, oh, we don't really agree with what Robert's saying, you know, so I'm gonna talk to Robert. And if Robert don't have nothing nice to say, then I'm like, okay, Robert, you need to fuck off for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And me and my partner are gonna work this out.
True that.
But at the end of the day,
I was about to say,
your family isn't going anywhere to some degree. You know what I'm saying? Your family isn't going anywhere. So I'm not saying choose your family over your significant other, but you have to realize that your significant other has to come to some compromise to some degree, knowing that hey, I'm sorry, but this is who my uncle is as a person, you know, so can you
We don't
please,
really like him anyways.
for me, do this, you know? Sure, he's going to say some pretty inappropriate, provocative stuff at times, but that's just Robert. You know?
Yeah.
So,
No,
what
and
about-
then but
he's a fucking asshole.
So Omar, I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
oh, go ahead.
Let's get raw and uncut here, because I personally I believe every relationship, there comes a time where you have to make a decision. Are you gonna lean more towards when put in that predicament? I guess you could say on this aspect, are you gonna lean more towards your partner, or are you gonna lean more towards your family? Because you know what I mean. Are you catching my drift?
It depends on the situation,
On the situation.
because there could be.
If I may, I'm sorry, I'm interjecting you.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and interject in this. But I feel like Omar has made his decision. Like, I'm not trying to step on your toes, but at the end of the day, who's Omar going to go to bed with that night? His wife. You know what I'm saying? Who's Omar going home to every night? His kids. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I am of a brother to Omar, as much as my mother is a mother to him, he's not coming home to his mom or to his brothers or to his cousins or to his aunties or to his grandma. He's coming home to his wife. So I hope at the end of the day, he's choosing his wife and his kids over, you know, with all respect, his family.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was going off of like a fresh perspective, as in like this was like I wasn't even a married person, so this is not even me.
But
like,
bro, you're a fucking
personally.
married person with kids, bro. You can't fucking say like, "Oh, I'm a nomad." Like,
Well,
hey,
no, listen to me. You're not, dude. Can you look at it real quick? Perspective,
can't.
okay? Because
you're married with
automatically,
kids.
exactly. So there is like no option there, essentially, because it is what it is. Okay, I'm married. I have a family. Like, this is. There's not gonna be a time or place where that would be a thing, because we get along with everybody. That's not an issue. But I'm saying, if it was a brand new relationship and I brought my person to my family and they said something where it was jabbing or whatever, and it was like silly, like it was like, oh, look, those are cool little pants you have in there. I mean, are you gonna wear them long enough or something? Something silly. I don't know. Something like, it's just like, okay, what is that? Then I'll be like, oh, you're making a big deal out of this? Nah, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm moving on. That's my family.
Yeah, no.
Why, you know?
Yeah, no. It absolutely, like you were saying, it's situational. If it's a new relationship and we're just fucking around, like, testing the waters is really what it is.
Exactly.
But like, you are in a relationship now. Anybody watching this or that is going to watch this should understand, is like, hey, homeboy's married, you know, he's gonna stand by his old lady, and they shouldn't be mad about that. But like, for me, like, if I were to bring some random heifer around the family and they were just like testing the waters with her, and then we got back to the crib and she's like, well, I didn't like when so and so said this, I didn't like when so and so said this, I'm like, yo, you gotta fucking chill out. Like,
but
that's just how them idiots are. It's the circus, honey. You're either joining it or you're not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Brian?
I was just gonna say, but that would go back to AJ to deciding on whether he wanted to be with that girl. Yeah. If we want to go back to your little Hallmark movie, if AJ wanted to go back, if AJ wanted to stay with this girl, that would be that moment he would have to communicate with that person to be like, hey, you know, this is my family. This is who we are. You know, if you want to be in this, this is what we are. You know, this is who that person is. This is who that person is.
It's a bunch of dirty beans.
Who I am. You know,
but
so
what I was trying to relate to on the Hallmark issue was, how far of a jab does it have to be for it to be an issue with the family? You know what I mean?
I think you said.
And even if it was an issue with the family, like the family would be cool because they would understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's where you relate back to like, okay, hey, can we just like not talk about that, or why is that like an issue? And that goes back to the whole
I
thing
can-
with communication.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, it's.
I'll let them step in first.
I feel like again, it's all situational. It's like the boundaries of your partner, because by that time, if y'all have been together for a while doing whatever y'all are doing, they should be used to what happens whenever they come around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if they're saying some like mad, fucked up shit, I mean that's a whole different fucking thing. But like, if they're just throwing like some jabs that are like, oh, fucking, you gained weight since we last seen you.
No,
fat
I
ass.
fucking didn't, dude.
Like,
Back up.
they just gotta realize like there's certain things that are jokes and there's certain things that are
Yeah.
that are
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
100%.
So like I said, it's all situational, and
You go
your
ahead.
partner knowing your family and your
Oh,
family
yeah.
knowing your partner. And if your family oversteps that boundary, then tell them. Like, by all
That's a good
means,
point.
like, hey, that
Oh, yeah.
wasn't cool. Fucking simmer down, you fucking
Chill,
idiot.
Oh.
chill.
You fucking stupid
But
motherfucker.
nah, chill. But
Gotta do it.
Adam's gonna go ahead and jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so my take on it would be kind of piggyback off AJ is like I would feel like you said, it's situational overall, but it wouldn't really be. There's not an answer to the way that you handle that situation. I feel like more it's a test to a question, and what I mean by that is in that moment when you kind of take a step back and see that you've reached your threshold, and either side of that party's reached their threshold. You're going to have a test to kind of see, like, because it's not always going to have to be like your partner needs to change to accommodate your family.
Absolutely.
So that they understand how much you value your family.
Absolutely.
And sometimes there's going to be some times where your family is going to have to respect that you really care.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it's fresh off, like I said, it's situational. Like we've all kind of agreed. But like there's going to come a time, I would feel like, where it's going to be weird. Where it's either going to have to be your family's going to have to realize that you really value that person that you're bringing to the table. And they need to kind of not change who they are. But
No, yeah, just communicate.
Both
a little
parties
bit
are
better.
gonna bounce that line.
And so balance that line and really just accommodate each other for the sake of love, respect.
Respect.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Respect is
Absolutely.
a big thing.
Harmony.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
So
Harmony,
it's always gonna kinda
motherfuckers.
come
We need to
back.
have the H pop up. Harmony. Or
I
it's like,
So I don't really feel like there's. Well, I mean, there never is. There's never a one answer, tried and true answer.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff, but nevertheless,
Yep.
there's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to quickly assess the situation. Feel like
Survive, adapt, overcome.
survive, adapt, overcome.
boom.
And
that.
figure out which one you need to address out of the family or the partner.
Absolutely. And I'm going to piggyback off of Adam. Like I said, it's all situational based. But at the end of the day, it comes down to if you want to keep this partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to keep that partner, then yes, something's got to change. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna grab a beer real quick and then.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
that's
go
the
ahead.
last
I'm
one.
going to keep going on. But
No, this is my perfect moment.
go ahead.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is my time. Cheers to health. Peace out. Love y'all.
With that being said, thank y'all for having me. It's my ride home, so I gotta go.
So there goes to
Thank y'all for
AJ
having me.
Tomlinson and Adam Baker.
Hey, y'all buy some merch, man.
Buy some merch at cheerstohealthpodcast.com. It is live. The website is live right now, so help yourself to some Cheers to Health merch.
Oh, so that's what happens whenever I leave.
That's
They
good. You good?
they just roll out.
I was gonna stay, but
I know you're fine. We'll have you on next week. No, we'll have you on next week, Adam. Okay.
Yes, sir, man.
If I wasn't, I would drive you home. But
Y'all
take care, Bubba.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna finish this beer.
Well,
and then, yeah, we'll call
if
it.
I may, like I said, I would like to finish what I was saying. But it goes off back to the.
Yeah, I know, dude.
It goes back to the partner. If you want to stay with that partner, it goes back to, with all due respect, that's who you're gonna go home to. That's who you're gonna lay in bed with at the end of the day. So in that, if that's who you choose to bear your children with, that's who you're going to be able to bear your children with. So with all due respect to your family, you'd have to have that conversation with your family, or just stop going around and be like, hey, like, sorry, but if you guys can't respect my partner, then
Yeah.
I can't be around you guys. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And it can be a slippery slope, but that is a conversation that, you know, and it is case by case, and something that hopefully, you know, we won't have to go over, but something that definitely, like I said, something we are talking about, and something that hopefully your family can accept. Yes.
So what would you say? So let's say you're in a relationship. You've been in a relationship for like for a while. You've met the parents, and they were cool.
Mm-hmm.
They've been cool, blah blah. But 1 year, okay, just 1 year, just like out of nowhere, something happened. Whether it was they jabbed, and that jab might have been a little too much. What would you do in that situation?
So for me, again, I'm coming home to my girl. I'm not coming home to her parents. So whatever her parents have to say,
Yeah,
with
get
all
that
due respect,
gizmo.
don't worry about Gizmo. Like I said, I'm coming home to the girl. Gizmo, shut the fuck up, dude. Sorry. Come here. Come here. I'm sorry. Come here. Okay. Gizmo's here. Okay. He's cool. He just misses the boys already. He just fucking.
See that? See that? The boys leave, and then
but-
Gizmo. Now
But
he's
like
sad.
I said, at end of the day, I'm coming home to my girl, and in the discussion, you know. And if we have kids, I'm coming home to my wife and my kids. So whatever her parents, her aunties, her cousins have to say, I don't give a fuck. If we need to, me and my girl will have the discussion when we get home.
Yeah.
Not there, maybe on the ride home, but most definitely when we get home. You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, your people were out of line here. Like, what's going on? Like we got
Yeah.
a problem. If we got a problem, then we need to discuss it. If we don't, then we cool. Let's go to bed. Let's take care of the kids. Let's keep moving forward. But if there's a problem, we like I said, communicate. We need to communicate about this. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be in both ends though. Like you got to
That's what I'm
say
saying.
it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So if there's a problem, then we need to discuss it, because obviously your people had a
That.
problem back there. So if there's a problem, let's talk about it. Here we go. Like I said, we've both had a time to kind of chill out. Here we are. We're back at home. We're chilling. Let's talk about it.
Mhm.
That goes back to what I was saying about giving each other that space. You know, let's just say you guys had to ride home. You guys had the time to think about it. Whatever it might be, you back at home. Let's talk about it. You know, if there's a problem, let's talk about it, and let's move forward from it, or let's discuss it. Whatever it might be. You know, if there was a problem that the people, her people had to say, what is that problem? But if her people were just saying that out of disrespect, out of disagreement, whatever it might be, you know, because sometimes family might have something to say, like, oh, I don't know, why are you with him, because he did this, that, and the third. And we done talked about that. And me
Yeah.
and you are good. If we're good, okay, cool. We'll fucking forget that. We'll
Yeah.
see you next year. You know
Is
what I'm
there
saying?
is there any situation like through dating or whatever where family was like the straw where it was like, nah, we're good? Was there any I lost what you yeah, I lost your hearing. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Uh Gizmo cut off the noise. Nope. Yeah, see? Can't hear, dude. Can't hear. Nope, nothing, dude. Nada. Dude, my hair is freaking crazy. Anthony, you should have came on here and showed them boys how to hold it down. You need to teach them how to do things around there, man. Can you hear me though? Oh, great. See, now I don't. Anthony, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Chato. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
there we go.
Okay, my fault. I got a phone call and it fucks up my shit.
But did you hear me though?
I did not.
I said, did you ever come into a situation where maybe you thought something was going smooth sailing, but it was that instance where you ain't gonna click with the fam. This ain't gonna work.
Personally, I have not, because again, I feel like if the person cannot click with you as a person, with like AJ was saying earlier,
Booty call.
if they can't,
Booty call. That's what it is, Anthony.
sure, it could be a booty call, but if the person cannot click with you, and shout out Chato, I love you. But if the person can't click with you as a person, then I don't feel like they're gonna click with your family or your environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So personally, I feel like you have the wrong person. So you're automatically making the right decision by cutting that person out of your life, if that's what you choose to do. But if the person doesn't click with you, and then you bring them with the family, and not clicking with the family, then that starts a whole fucking shenanigans. And then guess what?
Oh yeah.
Now you're in a traumatic little fucking relationship, and then, it goes in a circle where you guys finally in that circle, and then you find the right person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think at the end of the day, it comes back to finding that right person for yourself. And if you find that person who fits with you as a person, then it's gonna fit with you and your family. You know what I'm saying? But there is cases where that person might not fit with your family. But again, it comes back to you. Making sure that you and that person are on the same page, then you guys are gonna be okay. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, guess what? We're coming back to that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like you or anybody else. End of the day, you're not coming home to your mom. You're not coming home to your brother. You're not coming home to your auntie, your cousin, whatever it might be. You're coming home to your old lady. You know what I'm saying? You're coming home to. So as long as you guys are all on the same page, your wife and your kids, you guys are on the same page. Just you and your wife, to be honest with you guys. As long as y'all on the same page, your family. It would help tremendously. It does make that big impact. But at the end of the day, you're coming home to your wife. You're coming to your girlfriend, whatever it might be. So that's what.
Yeah, let me tell you the story where all the people and Chato and Anthony listening. So whenever I was first starting out dating Kelsey, whatever, we went through this thing. Dude, she was the first person and the only person I took home from the military, because I was like, dude, I remember laying on the couch with my mom, and I was like, Mom, yeah, this is the one. And we were talking, and she's like, yeah, well, she's the one. She's the one. And then at that moment, she was telling me, I can't be your number one person anymore. That's got to be your number one person. And I was like, yeah, well, that's a good point. And ever since then, I took that out, and she's gotten along with the family. And that's why we kept coming back, you know, got that good relationship going, especially, you know, with Roberto, because Kelsey loves good banter. Dude, she'll shit talk just as good as the other person. And that's what makes it. But, you know, sometimes it gets a little rough when you have kids. Even then, we do our best to make it a home. And there's got to be, you know, the family, no matter what situation you are, it's all situational. There's got to be understanding in each aspect. You know what I mean? Where we come into it where, you know, we love you either way. Just, you know, stay in the loop with everything. And, you know, we're gonna have an awesome family no matter what. And there might be hiccups along the way, but at the end of the day, we're all looking out for each other. And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what you want in the long run. That's what you want in the dude, time out. 10-year anniversary on Sunday for me. 10 years.
And if I
Dang,
can,
dude.
Omar, please give Kelsey a big hug and all the love, all the kisses from me.
Oh yeah.
And from the family over here, because I do appreciate all the pictures, all the updates she gives me. I appreciate it so much, man. I love her and I appreciate her so much, man. Honestly, thank Kelsey for being there, not only for you but for my nephews, man. Honestly, thank her so much, and give her all the love and support from me, man. Really, honestly.
Yeah, just on that note, Kelsey tried to send some videos to my mom. She said they were messing up a little bit, so I don't know if she got them. Just, you know,
I don't care about
relay them.
Like I said,
Relay them.
give her love. Like I said, make it extra special for y'all's anniversary, because, like I said, she's been very, very, very kind in sending me videos, sending me pictures, all the updates on the kids, man. I truly do appreciate it, and I love it so much. And I know I don't give her enough feedback, and I wish I could, but you know I get busy, and man, I really do appreciate it. I really do love it, and it really makes my day.
Oh, sure, dude. Yeah, dude. Like I said, we need to have an event. And Anthony and his crew come through. We have an all like, dude, remember when we used to have those street ball games and stuff like that? Just have all the minions. Is that my microphone or is that you?
That's you fucking up, bro. That's not me.
I don't think it is. Because this is what happened last time and it was you. But no, we'll wrap it up, bud. We're gonna wrap it up. And hey, next week though, chemistry. See that? I'm haunted by chemistry, dude. I gotta take another one of those guys. But no, Christmas episode, Christmas special. Hey, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun, and Adam's gonna be back out. And
I'm gonna try to get. I want to try to get a couple guests on here. I'm gonna try to get a couple guests on here. Okay, so
oh, nice.
See if we can. I don't want to say who it is just yet, but I'm gonna try to get a couple guests on here for next week on the Christmas episode. Again, we're gonna do it next week around this time. I don't know the dates yet, but it's gonna be either Wednesday or Thursday. It's probably gonna be Thursday night or Wednesday. I don't know yet. I want to
we'll get it. We'll get it
next week, and we'll put some promo videos out there for you guys to check out. But I want to try to get 2 guests on here at the same time or back to back, either way.
Anthony.
And then, of course, we'll probably have AJ and Adam on here as well. And again, thank you all for all the love and support. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
Anthony, as much as you're an asshole, I appreciate you for tuning in, brother. I appreciate you for staying in here, man. Love all the support.
Number 1, man. And
cheers to health.
That's right.
Cheers to health.
Look at that.
Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Cheers.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Love all you guys. Appreciate all the love and support.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
And at the